Hello, everyone. We're a little late. Sorry about that. Welcome to another episode of your favorite podcast. It is the Momentum Mod Team Q&A. My name is Nick, aka Goknak. I am the project and development lead, joined here with some of my lovely teammates to answer some of your burning questions that you may have about the game. We can go down the short list here of who else is in the call and get answering some questions. Yeah, and enjoy the surf gameplay in the background. No pressure, 17. You're doing great. We're on Surf Nix if anyone wants to join us as well. By the way, we're in a map lobby. Come get your dev achievement if you haven't gotten it yet. But yeah, I'm joined with Panzer and Tom.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
Okay. You know who they are. We can just get going. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I could talk about some of the things I've been working on.
Absolutely. That's a perfect segue into our first asked question. What have you been working on, Panther?
Okay, so many things. I don't know if we can talk about this too much right now, but I have been working on some changes and improvements to the map lobby system to better connect players. I'm sorry, somebody's like shooting at my head. I'm trying to focus on talk because somebody's just like
doming
unloading their gun on my head. Sorry. So yeah, without being too specific, we are working on some improvements to the map lobby system. Right now there's an issue where map lobbies are kind of isolated. Everybody's in their own small little lobbies. We're trying to fix that issue just by making it easier for players to find active map lobbies. We have some initial plans around that, but that system could evolve over time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's actually a question that talks about this too, as well.
Oh, really?
But yeah. Well, we can kind of address it more with that. But yeah, we are aware of it. We are working on. Do you want to talk about one of the features that you've been working on? Wait, did you already mention it? Sorry. The feature maps?
I'm not sure. I guess it's a little tricky because like some of the questions are related to some of the things I've been working on.
Oh, okay. Feel free to talk
so
about
maybe
it.
I'll just
go for it.
Leave it for later. But yeah, I'm also working on some other backend changes, like trying to use sockets to track sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you're in the middle of a run, we're currently just using like database, Prisma and Valky to store your session.
Well, yeah, I guess once we have WebSockets, we'll have a bit less stuff in Valky, but like that's not really the main thing. The main thing is just being able to do like bidirectional stuff better. So like the server can ping the client and doing systems like
notification
tracking map play time. Yeah, notifications are good because the server can just push to logged in client, right?
Mm-hmm.
If someone gets a new notification, you can ping them. Mm-hmm. And also like admin announce messages and stuff like the backend's restarting, BRB, that kind of thing. But the thing it's really nice for is like map sessions. So not so much runs. It's nice. It's nicer doing it with WebSockets than HTTP for run submission, but for map session stuff like, we'll just be keeping track of how long you're spending on what thing, and on what map, and so people want to see like their most played maps and filter by that sort of thing or sort by that sort of thing.
Right. Yeah. Like how many people are on it right now?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's also just we want to do a lot. We're going to be just doing a lot more networking in the future, and it's nice having something with less overhead, with having just a constantly open connection and doing endless HTTP. Not that HTTP is that bad, but
yeah.
Well, I guess the issue with HTTP is that people were not submitting some of their runs because the backend was getting some of their requests out of order.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true. Yeah.
We might have fixed those issues, but WebSockets, because they're reliable and sequenced, should never have those issues.
Yeah.
So it should be
and it'll be nicer for us in C++ code as well for handling all that stuff. The main thing with HTTP, right, is it's stateless. Like HTTP is you have a request and like you can have keep alive and do some sorts of back and forth, like you can sort of poll like a kept alive HTTP request constantly, but like it's not something that like inherently like tracks sort of state alongside it about the logged in user or whatever, and so it's having New system will be really nice. And...
Yeah, stateless meaning that every time you make a HTTP request from the game, it's establishing that connection and doing like a handshake. And there's a bunch of overhead with that, but it's and that could take time. And some connections may, like some requests may reuse an existing socket connection, whereas with what we want to do with WebSockets, we're having an established connection always open to our backend that you can just send or receive. Push pull, as opposed to a kind of just like polling, which is like it constantly is like sending a request to our backend, like, hey, what's the info? Hey, what's the info? It could just get it pushed to, or in response to an event or something that we submit to the backend.
And so for stuff like if we have like, I guess we're probably not going to talk about races and stuff much, but like some aspects of races and stuff we could potentially do with this. Certain bits of like just tracking what's going on in lobby state. Currently quite awkward to do.
Yeah, it's all metadata right
becomes
now.
nicer to do. Yeah.
I actually think WebSockets is going to tie really nice into like future race systems.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, WebSocket is great for loads and loads of stuff. Like I've wanted to do WebSockets for 2-3 years now. And it's a very natural upgrade given that WebSocket is effectively just an extension of HTTP. You start out with the HTTP request and you upgrade to WebSockets. And...
Yeah.
We could probably like orchestrate voting systems with WebSockets actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like changing
all sorts of stuff
maps for the dedicated lobbies, or we could do if we're doing those kind of systems, right? A lot of people.
And what's really nice in code, like we'll probably have to do some stuff in Valky because we'll have multiple backend instances. So Valky is in Redis because we use the woke Redis. I'm actually like not that impressed by Valky in some ways anyway. It doesn't really matter what one's. Anti-Res is working on Redis again now. Who cares? I'll shut up. But being able to like very easily like iterate over every player in the lobby or every player currently connected to the game and do stuff at each of those and ping them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like
we can get
record events. That might be
sure.
Use of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of we have notifications for that already. It's just notifications are a bit crappy. But in the future, we'll just be able to like when we're creating a notification, like anyone that's like following a map or whatever that wants to get notified about a world record, we can literally iterate through all of those online players and see if they're in there, and it's all very efficient. So,
yeah, it's really exciting.
Maybe getting a bit too technical, but it is just like a great backbone for us having once we get onto this.
Yeah, it's probably most impactful for notification or kind of just back and forth messaging, getting information pushed to the client as opposed to polling for it, as well as session. So session specifically with like starting a run right now, right, is all HTTP based. So when you start a run, it sends a request when you cancel the run. So if you restart really quickly and then start another run, that's like 3 web requests all in flight. So like
the start run endpoint is the second highest used. Sorry, like the second we spend the second most CPU time on that endpoint, even though generally the endpoint those requests take about 8 to 10 milliseconds. It's just so common that we have maybe a billion. I don't know, at least 100 million of those requests we found, I reckon.
Yeah, it's got to be
like 1.9 million runs submitted, like I'd expect it to be.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Nice.
I was about to miss it.
I didn't even know that was solid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
You can choose it if you're gonna miss.
Oh, the other thing, a big advantage for us: no Steam HTTP, baby.
Yeah, we get
to do any fucking Steam HTTP. I hate that API so much.
We still have to use it for some of the like leaderboard requests and stuff like that, but we have some pretty nasty history.
Pull everything over to WebSockets, right?
Yeah, I guess technically, yeah.
And any WebSocket client has to have a HTTP client in it. It's just the nature of WebSockets. Like So I'd love to just not use Steam HTTP at all. Because once Valve genuinely broke the game for over a week. I think it was 6 days actually. Just because they randomly broke Steam HTTP. And we were scrambling trying to figure out what the fuck was going wrong. And it turns out that Valve broke one of their libraries that like is shipped with Steam, so it's like linked via the Steam stuff like we don't have control over.
Yeah.
And they just fucking broke it out of nowhere. And then we didn't get any justification for what happened. Like, you've just broken one of your like most important APIs, and we just did randomly some support ticket tells us, okay, it's fixed.
Yeah.
But like, what? I'd like an incident report, please, Valve, or something, you know? Like,
right. And it's nice.
how
I
do you
mean,
do
like
that?
the HTTP library in theory is actually really simple for like simple web requests. It's really nice. It's just
Yeah, it's
because we
okay.
rely on it so much and it breaking that easily, plus it not
Mm.
having the like session related things we want to do in the future. We're gonna kind of move over to this more, like live socket that you're already technically doing with each HTTP request. We're just not closing the socket. We're keeping it open and then
Yeah.
sending the data dynamically.
Yeah, but we
as
can
you do
we can
different
move
things.
literally everything over to WebSockets. Like
Yeah.
Nest makes it super easy.
Sweet, nice.
Yeah.
But keeping in mind that we probably don't want, like, if we're gonna do a third-party API or allow people to like not scrape but like see like
Yeah,
or
no, we'll
use
still
it
have
in
the
API.
HTTP API. Like
Yeah.
the front end needs it and other stuff.
Yeah, right. So
Discord bot uses it. Like,
but WebSockets will be more of the dynamic data, and yeah, the game client just switching over to it fully would actually solve a lot of issues for it. But yeah, very exciting. And yeah, that concludes our sprint planning. Thank you, Lodi, for joining. That's usually what this section is just talking about kind of our futures and what we've been up to. I believe Rio also has some nice fixes coming in for speed related. That I haven't reviewed it fully, but there's some changes that people were noticing with how bad jumping on spines feels right now. I believe there's some fixes to that,
Yeah.
making that speed loss a little more like natural feeling as opposed to it snapping your velocity there. So yeah, so yeah, and then what I've been working on, there's
Should I elaborate on that point?
Oh yeah, go for it.
I know what Theo did. So we're making it so you don't auto b-hop if you're not inside of an auto b-hop zone. So
Yeah.
basically, if you try to like auto b-hop on a ramp spine, you just don't jump. You just slide off.
Yeah.
Because like right now, when you auto b-hop on a ramp spine, like I'll show right now, you just lose all your speed.
Yeah.
And in some maps, you're kind of just like holding down space all the time, and that can get kind of annoying. Especially like Death Star, Surf Death Star, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That map, I tend to hold down space all the time, so if I just like randomly hit a ramp spine, then I just lose my run instantly.
Yeah, and it just feels really bad. So, so we're absolutely looking into the non-jumping fix so that you just slide as opposed to accidentally jumping and losing your run from that. So there's a lot of changes like this that we're actively listening to you guys. If there's anything that feels really bad like this, we're absolutely going to fix. That's really what this is all about. We want to make the game feel really good. Chat hidden when timer running but shown when primed. Yeah, we could look into doing something like that.
Yeah, maybe some config for that.
Yeah, like a kind of a toggle there where it hides the chat while you run, or it doesn't make the sound while you run, or something like that. As for the race system that Resistance was talking about in chat, it's actually what I've been working on. I've been really busy the past couple of weeks, but I have the initial skeleton of it down, and I've been testing with the metadata. It's gonna probably be hosted via the lobby metadata, but we'll see if the system could be a little more dynamic, maybe with like WebSockets in the future. But for an initial implementation, it'll be just kind of like just like using lobby metadata per player. You have races that you're hosting and races that you're participating in. And yeah, it's I'm really excited to get that in. I'm going to be working on that a lot tonight. I want to finish that up and show it off. I just wasn't able to finish it up for this Q&A, but next Q&A will absolutely be in there, and maybe another event that's coming up as well, we'll be using it. So really excited to get that in. And yeah, like it's such a awesome idea to just kind of like be able to host races in any lobby, including map lobbies and stuff like that. So you don't have to like host the server or anything to do it. It'll just be part of the multiplayer layer that you're in. So yeah, that's coming in, and then a lot of awesome web work, I believe. Tom, if you have any. Oh, there's the classic.
I was gonna show off ranking of it in a minute.
Hold on.
One thing I just wanted to point out. Oh, what happened?
The JavaScript exception. I can't click the button. No.
Rope. Wait, what one?
It's the ignore JS exceptions. Let me just close that. I can't ignore them, but there? Don't we have a? We should have a convert for that. That's fine. It's that bug that I believe was recently fixed with the segments in the Pano code.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But
one little new feature I wanted to talk about real quick. I don't think we've brought up on Q&A before. Empty weapon.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
You want to maybe leave Specnic and show it off?
Yeah.
So the issue a lot of people have is like not knowing how to turn off view models.
Yeah. Which I think
and
is.
so people will just often have the gun out or the knife out just by default, and they just don't know how to turn it off. There is a thing in settings to toggle view models. I just have like a bind toggle. But the new system that I came up with, and I think is really good, is just there's a weapon that doesn't have a view model, and it's the default weapon.
Yeah.
So now, like, the way of like switching weapons, which everyone's obviously used to from other games, of using scroll or number keys, like you can easily just not have a view model, so empty. I think it's a neat solution.
Yeah, it's very it's very tedious because people have different defaults that they're used to, right? There's some people that love having just the knife or whatever. And,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And so we had, what was it? The previous system was weapon desirability. So there was the idea of like, oh, I don't want anything, so none. And then there's obviously the weapon required modes like rocket jump. You can't have no weapon in those. But with optional or like modes that have like bunny hop, for example, have some maps that give you weapons as well. So like we didn't want you to have weapons that could affect like the shoot or the boosters or anything that you shoot. So it's very like the empty weapon is just a way that solves kind of all of it, because by default that's what you have. And then you can still have the weapons that the mode allows. And then I believe some maps can still give you weapons too that are needed. So yeah, it's a little more map specific, but yeah, I do like the system more too. So
I really don't like that people used to be able to like just spawn with like the machine gun. Like, I don't think anyone's used to that from other games, and it just looks goofy when people are flying around the map spamming the machine gun.
Yeah.
People are very upset that you can't just take out the machine gun and shoot people in the head and spawn.
Yeah.
But sometimes people don't know what they want.
Yeah.
Or like, right? I think like what is the really stupid one? Or like the grenade. You could equip, which is like got some terrible texture. No offense to whoever made it, but it's not a good texture.
And like, that's probably the oldest thing.
All available weapons.
It's one of the older weapons. Yeah.
So,
good old tricks.
But I think with something that's so user facing like that, and like affects like brand new users a lot, like what view model they see, like having something that's not in settings is just really, really beneficial.
Yeah.
As opposed to just having it just be part of direct gameplay, and I don't think it really gets in the way of other stuff. One person was saying like, oh, I like to spam scroll through weapons, the knife and pistol constantly, and now I can't do that. Which I think you can just do with last inv anyway. So bind scroll up and down to last inv and then select those two. But
yeah, there is the
grenade still exists. It's just a map would need to give you it.
Yeah, so that grenade achievement's probably going to be a little harder to get now, but it's all good. It's still possible.
There are a few random maps that have grenades.
Omnific was one that gives you a grenade, but that was for the trail.
Yeah.
And there's B-Hop Lost Worlds, I think.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know if it's public. Might be private testing.
Yeah, Lost World, yep. So that could be better because it inspires people to actually play those specific maps for that achievement. But yeah, there should always be maps that give you a grenade somewhere. Because those are still allowed. Like, yeah, it doesn't affect anyone. Oh. Sorry, I haven't surfed in a while, so I'm trying my best. My sense is also a little weird. I feel like my mouse has been kind of bizarre recently. But
I don't know if this map looks the same in CSS. The crystals are so bright.
They are very bright for me, yeah. Is it like was it game mounting problem? I believe we still have that issue because Half-Life 2 is now considered like base assets.
I don't
like
think
to be shader, but this is probably just Vertex generic.
Oh yeah.
I think they're refraction textures.
Oh okay, yeah. If it's refract, maybe. What's the map called again? Let me check in Lumper real quick.
Let's go, not last.
What's my rank?
The ringing?
Bird Explorer.
Rank 156.
All right, cool. We can move on to our first asked question now.
Well, we were gonna. There's maybe one more thing, and also we actually just got a question about it in chat.
Ooh, okay.
Of what we've been up to. That was my thing still.
Yeah.
You good to if I screen share?
Yeah. Let me capture that real quick.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, so Seduction in chat is asking anything going to be added in the future regarding the XP/level system. Well, maybe it's maybe you're talking about the
another system, but
levels,
it's related.
Basic. We have cosmetic XP and rank points, and those are effectively completely separate things. So there's not really much overlap. So I'm going to talk about rank points, not cosmetic levels. The cosmetic levels is like there's 36 there. Right on.
This, and then hold on, full screen, and then we capture that. Okay. Boop. There we go. All right, you're live. There you go.
Cool. Okay. So, right. So yeah, we're not talking about rank points actually. Hi, Dogathan. We're talking about. Sorry, we are talking about rank points. We're not talking about cosmetic stuff. Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. Just let me.
Cool. Okay.
There we go. Okay. You might want to zoom in a little. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna.
Some text.
What am I showing? I guess I'll.
Nice.
Yeah, this stuff doesn't have great reactivity, to be honest. But anyway,
it's initial implementation.
So this is very jank. All the front end stuff is like some of it's AI generated, even because it's just really boring and easy to do with AI. It doesn't look great, but I mean the styling I'll go through and do in the future. So, yeah, currently in game we don't have anything for. We have like these tabs here. We have ranked and unranked.
Yes.
And right now there's no difference because.
Do you want me to talk about the two systems real quick just to set the stage for this?
Sure.
Okay, so Tom briefly mentioned it, but there are going to be two systems. What was asked in chat was the XP and levels system. And yes, that is planned to be kind of an overall, like you play the game, you get rewarded with XP for completions, for winning races, for completing challenges, for, like milestone challenges as well. There's basically that is just like how much you've played Momentum, and that's like your overall experience with Momentum. What Tom is showing off right now is the rank system. So this is how good your overall times are on ranked maps. It's a very specific competition leaderboard that is focusing on high quality maps that are meant to be like competed on. We have two tabs in the map selector. You may have seen, well, three technically, but there's ranked and unranked. And ranked maps contribute to rank, like they give you rank points based on the time that you're submitting to them. Unranked maps are meant to be more like gimmicky or like maybe lower quality maps that we still want to have in the game, and it might have I believe they still have leaderboards, but it does not give rank points at all. So
yeah, if you want to get a good rank, you shouldn't have to grind those maps.
Exactly. So they might be like gimmicky or really old or like just not really up to snuff with the ranked maps that we have in the pool. And just to preempt the question, yes, in the future we will have seasons and ways to kind of rotate what maps people are like focusing on and playing. So that is planned in the future, but this is overall your rank points are just the times that you're submitting on ranked maps and dynamically change because you could be bumped out of your rank, right? Like someone could beat you, right? So they're very dynamic in the sense that it has to just be kind of calculated on the fly as quick as possible, right? Because every run that everyone is submitting recalculates how many points you have, and then that changes where you are in the overall leaderboard. So yeah, take it away, Tom, to kind of show off that rank system.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just enjoying like looking at like the slowest people. Like there's Rory was on here. Rory's a strata dev.
Is this using the old calculations or what calculation is
this? This is the old one.
Oh,
Someone's got 4 points. They've just gone and beaten one map essentially. I don't know if is this gonna work.
Wow.
Wait, what mode was that on? No. For some reason, the run's not showing up here. I've not really tested this front end stuff all that much, to be honest.
Okay.
All the work's going into back end stuff right now. The front end's a bit jank. But yeah, I won't go into the technical side of it too much. But basically, doing rank points is hard because it changes a shitload. Because if you think this isn't in game yet, Historia, this is just a dev build. So
yeah, this is coming eventually. So
did I change my Steam avatar? Oh no, it won't update. I did change my. I went back to Dogathlon just now. But anyway, so but the idea is the reason it's hard is you can't just put everything in like a plain database like in Postgres, which is the simple way of doing it. Because everything changes so much. Like if you have a run with like 1,000, a leaderboard with like 1,000 runs on, and a new person gets rank 1, then every user, their points for that leaderboard are going to update, but then their overall points in that game mode are going to update. And that's really slow because we're potentially doing tens of thousands of stuff at a time. So it's stuff that scares web people. So, without talking about the stuff, basically the way it works is all the ranking stuff lives in memory, and it's just calculated very, very fast on startup. I say very, very fast. It's currently 10 times slower than when I was last doing it. Which I'm pretty sure this is just Docker being annoying and WSL being annoying and it being slow to read. But I guess I can show it off. I mean, I know it is just looking at the terminal, and most people probably don't care. But if I just restart this real quick, takes about 40 seconds. In fact, what I'll do just to show it off, let's do something really stupid. Like, let's make it so if your group, if you're like in the lowest group, you get a shitload
more.
Of points.
Oh god.
Yeah.
So god.
Nonsense.
Okay, so if you're slower, don't get top 10. No.
Yeah.
That'd be so funny. Actually, it'd be a race to the bottom.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So sorry, it's just recompiling stuff and being. Come on. What else can I talk about in the meantime? Well, the backend's reloading now, so everything's gone.
Voice chat.
Basically,
yeah.
Point leaderboards are really exciting. So right now it's doing all the calculations. I was gonna say like I can probably see like a CPU spike, but right now, fucking Spotify is using 20% CPU on like on i9 CPU.
Jeez.
Like I've got, you can probably see some spikes in the Docker thingy. Anyway, in a minute it will say done. Thanks Spotify. And so this stuff isn't finished. Like I've not done the stuff for when new runs get submitted, like updating stuff over time. Like all it does right now is just calculate everything from standing start.
Yeah.
There we go. So leaderboard's initialized in 46 seconds. Again, like last time I was doing this was roughly 4 seconds every time. Okay, so now we go to rankings. Okay.
Nice.
For some reason,
Proto is 7 million points. Wow.
Okay, so this makes some sense. If you look at Proto's runs there, he's got quite a few runs who are like relatively low. Yeah, so he's submitted loads of runs, but not. God. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, so this is just when it happens to fall into like the group boundary. I'll make it save the group that it's in the future as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just showing it off just to show that like one of the goals for this system is we want to be able to just recalculate stuff, change the algorithm and all the stuff and all the weights, and just rerun it. Or maybe the current ranking system, like the algorithm it uses, was designed I think over 6 years ago now. It's not been discussed that much since then. People will obviously complain about it, like it's not going to be perfect first try. It might be the case that we really don't like it and we decide to move to a completely different algorithm. That's not a big deal if we have to. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry to show code, but like, I mean, if we did have to move to a different algorithm, it's like the implementation for the rank system here is literally just this function.
Yeah.
That. So, right now, I'm not at all concerned about like the specific algorithm that it uses, but and what rank am I in something? Have I got any good runs? The goal is just to have something that's very, very flexible and could just redo stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
Have I beat? Wait, is this my profile?
Yeah.
Is this bugging out? When did I beat? Oh no, I think something weird was going on with Angular there, and it was showing me Proto's thing. I hate front end. But
Single
yeah,
page
so I've done a few
application,
runs that's got
baby.
very good. Yeah. So yeah, checking ranking game will absolutely have. Once this is in, we're going to start working on some really quite big UI overhauls.
Yes.
I won't go into it too much, but basically, there's going to be a hub, a
Yep.
game mode hub.
Yep.
Where these buttons are going to go away. You'll get the picking game mode is going to be like kind of a separate part of the whole game interface, which because we're trying to kind of make it better, kind of focusing on one mode at a time, which is how most people play. Like most times at the time you boot up a minimum, if you want to play rocket jump, you want to see rocket jump stuff. You probably don't want to see like the map selector. It used to be that you could pick multiple game modes at a time in here.
Yeah.
In fact, I think that was the default. Was left clicking would pick like, and so you'd see like surf and bhop maps, which is I don't think many people want that.
Yeah.
But what that means with that hub page is the hub page will have basically all of this. Like it will tell you your rank, show you recent runs and stuff, maybe show you like notifications about maps in that mode. So like if you've lost group
maps.
1 or whatever, because so there's going to be loads and loads and loads of stats once we get that hooked up. So yeah, there's not a whole lot more to say about it. I figured I'd just show it off as like a fun.
With this change, by the way, the UI overhaul that Tom was mentioning will include being able to filter for specific people, being able to scroll through the leaderboards to see all the times. Right now, it is very basic, but once now we have this system, we can then expand our UI to use all of this data that it can request.
There's also similar stuff like you might have noticed there's like a very annoying thing on this where like this is like a kind of just a general kind of bug, but the way we cache times, cache.
Yeah, cache, yep.
User data is really janky. Also, we need to make arrow keys work for this. And so that's kind of the reason why these don't show up that well. What we'll have in the future is we'll be able to fetch this stuff very, very fast, and we won't likely have any cache there. We'll see, but it's definitely not going to be kind of used for kind of long-term data because it's just unreliable. So yeah, there'll be that plus being able to just see points that everyone on the leaderboard has. So like we'll show points. And that will also lead into doing a bunch of stuff for improving the leaderboard UI. So obviously it needs pagination, so you can see more than just top 10 around and friends. Wow, what a great time! What is that? Oh right, because then we got all this now. Yeah, this guy's become a bit of a big boy. But also, and so we'll have pagination, and we'll basically be like, well, it's going to be like this system here. You see where if I hit around, I think there's meant to be an icon there that isn't there. It just jumps to like this specific page, like in the middle of the page, and then I can now just paginate around. So we'll have effectively that in game as well. Oh, and the thing about cheated runs, once we get my current PR in, we'll get rid of all the cheated runs. We don't care about it that much, but we do want to be able to delete runs, and the reason it was annoying to do before was just because of how we were storing the rank of a run, like the place in the leaderboard. And we've redone that now to be
dynamic,
a lot more efficient. Yeah, it's all just done on fetch with a big fancy SQL query. But yeah, I think that's it. It's quite exciting. I'm really looking forward to once we start getting more of this UI hooked up. Like it's all gonna hopefully really come together. And I think the game mode hub page is going to be just a really good way of kind of incentivizing, like making people just care about the game and sort of feel like they can keep track of what they've been doing and how they're improving and all that stuff. So, yeah.
Somebody just asked how they can support the project.
Yeah, we have an open collective. So inside the game, there's an icon for it in the bottom left. We'll make that probably a little more pronounced with maybe like a donation like goal bar of like how much it costs per month. But yeah, we have an open collective. You can donate there, and I believe that's the only thing. Well, actually, I guess subbing on here, but Twitch gets half, so if you want to only support us, open collective is the best way to donate financially. Yeah, this is all passion-based stuff, so it's not a like financial like was it scam or anything like that. We're just doing this for because we want to play this game. So yeah, it helps pay for server costs as well as parts, all the RAM that we need to buy.
Yeah, that's a slightly scary thing. We're doing this big in-memory ranking function, and then
I really hope none of
it's pretty RAM efficient.
run out of RAM.
The-
But yeah.
He's
But yeah, so rank point system is on the way, and yes, just reiterating, deleting cheated times is coming with this being merged in because of how we stored times before, and this is just going to be really really nice for submitting runs, and like we can play around with the rank point system to see how point distribution works, which is really awesome. So a lot of good stuff coming in from this. Yeah, and then there was something in chat about seeing PB messages in a lobby. That is also planned. That is coming.
I need to just get off my ass and finish that.
Yeah, it's kind of in line with the no, sorry. Whenever you get around to it, Tom, no rush. You're working on very important things. So it's also kind of tying in with the racing system as well, because like you want to know when people are finishing their run in the race, right? So it ties in with that. I'll probably also just take over that work and probably just cherry pick your commits over and work on that.
Oh yeah, my stuff's a mess, but I think if we just sit down and chat about it, like we can just implement it.
Exactly.
The main thing is just like dialogue variables and some weird localization stuff we have to do.
But, to make it
work. I'm gonna start screen sharing now.
Okay. Right. Sounds good. All right. So in that case, we'll get back to the game. Cool. Do we want to show off your branch, Panzer, or do we want to just kind of keep playing on a normal one? Because the question is, I think, towards the end.
Yeah, what's the next question?
The next question is Tom's question about animals. So let me see where it is in the stack.
I forgot I'm playing.
Okay, it is literally the last. Wait, the scroll mode. Yeah, scroll mode is literally the last question. So
okay,
we have a while. We could just jump to it if you want to, but we can just go through the normal questions as well.
Is it more important to talk about your least favorite animal?
It's up to you. Yeah, if you wanna
do that. Let's do scroll and then we'll do the stupid questions.
Okay. Awesome. So let me reboot into that. If anyone wants to join us on this, we're going to switch over to a feature branch that we pushed up. Let me move this over here and switch into that. So
by the way, you might have to restart Steam to see it. For anybody that's watching.
Yeah. I don't know how often Steam pulls down configuration changes. Sometimes for game updates, you have to wait like an hour or half an hour or something. I don't know what their timer is. But it is the stamina-bhop branch on our feature branches. So you can opt into that. Let me get this captured so we can see it. Good old pipe wire. All right. Cool. And then I'll host. I guess I can host a lobby for that.
Yeah.
But
we're not going to do map lobbies because there's some issues, some compatibility issues between the main branch and this feature branch.
Yeah.
And we just don't want to run into those issues.
Yeah. Can always adjust the. Like we can push like temp tags to be like 10.7 pre or something, just so it like doesn't auto connect people. But for now, this should be fine. And then we want to show it off. So you can see there's a bhop scroll feature here. So I guess let me jump ahead to the question, because this is a pretty fun question that you can answer as well. But right now no maps are submitted for it. It is going to be a separate mode because there's maps that do not work for scroll as opposed to auto. So it's not possible to be a style on Bunny Hop because it wouldn't make sense for some maps to not have the scroll style as opposed to having a sub mode of Bunny Hop that is like how we have Half-Life 1 as a sub mode, right? There's only certain maps that might work for the Half-Life 1 style of gameplay. Are there new learn section maps? Not yet. We will also be working on that in the future. So if you want to join us on this, you'll have to right click the map, start in the bhop scroll mode. Just FYI.
I guess the other reason why we wanted it to be a separate mode is because the maps that are designed for scroll tend to have very different gameplay, especially the higher tier maps, like KZ bhop Benchmark and Yakima. Those maps tend to be a lot more technical, a lot more climb heavy, have a lot more ladder strafing, which the auto hop community tends to not enjoy as much. So I'd rather keep them separate, just so that people that prefer auto hop kind of have that gameplay more standardized, and it's not just like a mix of, like super technical climb maps and super easy strafe maps. So
Yeah.
I think it just keeps the modes more coherent.
So speaking of coherent mode, Salvatore is asking, will scroll mode have styles as well, or will it just be one kind? And if there are multiple styles, which will be the main?
So I'm gonna need some community feedback on this, but this mode currently does have 3 different styles. I guess the first one is the normal style, and then there's a separate style for scroll, and another style for 400 velocity, which is just capping your speed to 400 units every time you jump. And the reason why there's a separate scroll style, and that's not just the normal style, is because the normal style actually gives you the option to either jump with scroll or jump with buffer jumping. So with buffer jumping, it works kind of like how jumping works in Quake. You can actually hold the spacebar like right before you land, and you'll automatically jump. But the difference in this implementation with scroll hop or stamina B hop is that you actually get a speed penalty if you time your jumps too early.
And that's
So
what
in order
that
to hit
bar in the middle is showing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so like if I'm timing all my jumps too early, you'll see like it's red, it's like -6, -7, whatever. That's just like how many ticks you started timing your jump before landing. In order to hit a perf, you need to hit either 1 tick or just hit a normal perf. So you have like a 2-tick window to hit a perfect jump with buffer jumps. And anything before that, you get a 1-tick friction / stamina speed penalty. But it's basically the same penalty you'd get from scrolling 1 tick late. Where am I going? Yeah, so the reason why there is a scroll leaderboard is if you decide you don't want to use this new buffer jump system, you only want to scroll, you're a scroll purist, you can actually complete a run in the normal style only using scroll inputs, and the system will automatically detect that. It'll detect that you haven't used any buffer jumps and just automatically promote your run to the scroll style. So the way I implemented it is you kind of have the option. Do you want to play buffer jumps? Do you want to play scroll? Or do you want to play with both? The leaderboards will automatically detect that and put you in the normal leaderboard if you use any buffer jumps, or the scroll leaderboard if you only play with scroll inputs. What else? Yeah, I did update the HUD recently. I think it's a little more intuitive. And also I added the perfect jump percentage like stat on the underneath the bar. Which is that in the stream?
I don't think so. Is it a
Oh, it's not. I think you have to enable it.
Yeah.
Hold on, there's like a command for it. So mom HUD jump timing perfs.
Yeah, that's enabled.
Post in chat.
Yeah. That's on 1 right now.
So you can actually track how many of your jumps are perfect with this this little text indicator. Is it?
Yeah, it's not showing in spec, at least for me.
Maybe, yeah, maybe it's not networked right now. But I guess, yeah, maybe I didn't network that just because it's like extra data. But it's kind of useful to have. You can actually you can use that number to see like, am I getting more perfs with scroll or buffer jumping? And you can kind of do that. You can kind of use that to decide, oh, maybe I should only be using scroll, or maybe I should use more buffer jumps. It's just kind of nice to have. Somebody's asking about easy scroll. I actually don't know what easy scroll is. Is that just like 2-tick perfs with scroll? Because this is kind of like that, except instead of using scroll inputs, you're doing a hold input. So you're just holding down space before you land instead of hoping your second tick that you're on the ground is a scroll input with easy scroll. What is this map called? This is, oh, never mind. Any plans to add long jumps? We do want to add long jump stats for this mode and like the climb modes, and I guess BOP as well.
We're just not doing global leaderboards.
Yeah.
It's just too easy to cheat, and people cheat it.
Yeah.
And
It'll
it's
be local
just a
stats.
ton of work to do. Like, if we were to try to AC for that, like, we wouldn't get very much, and it would just be loads of work.
Yeah.
I should bring up with the scroll thing. Like, we really do need to see how much people actually do play the buffer jump stuff, because any splitting leaderboards is not good.
Yeah.
Like, we would ideally have only one scroll mode. Also, like, scroll, can't you do like half sideways scroll and stuff? Couldn't that be a thing? Like, surely you want to have roughly the same styles as B-Hot does. It's just,
I don't know if anybody plays like angle styles with scroll. I don't know if that's a thing. We could support that. And yeah, I would like to get some community feedback for this feature. Like, do we want to have it so scroll is the main mode and you have to opt in to buffer jump? What do people think about these combined leaderboards where it's like the normal leaderboard is scroll or buffer jumping?
Yeah.
So like these are the kind of questions that need to be answered before we actually like officially release it into the game.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But my intention with the buffer jumping is then not to give the player an advantage, more so to just make it so the mode is less about RNG. Like I want to keep the difficulty of the really hard maps, and you're kind of like trading RNG for like a very, very precise input that is extremely hard to be consistent with. But at least it's deterministic. So when you get a perf, it's like on you. It's not just your input happened to line on the right tick.
Yeah, I guess it's just a question of if there's any places where there's a benefit to using buffered, then people will use it, and the scroll people won't be happy, and they'll just want just scroll. Whilst if scroll is just straight up better, then it just seems very hard to do something that's like genuinely of like equal use of like power.
So I think what's going to happen is most like average skilled players are going to prefer to use because the timing requirements is a little more generous. Like really skilled players, they're going to want to try to master the buffer jumping because that's just deterministic. It's a consistent input, but it's just really hard to do consistently.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, I guess.
Another thing about scroll, I was talking to PKR or Poker. I think he's the head admin of the 1.6 climb community, and he was telling me about like how he actually flew somebody in from Russia that was suspected of cheating because his scroll inputs were like so consistent. He was getting like in Counter-Strike 1.6, there's this thing called frames on ground. So like 1 frame on ground is a perf, 2 frames on ground is like a jumping 1 tick late. And this guy he's one of the best players in the world. He kept hitting like either the perf or the 2 frame the 1 jump or the 1 tick late jump like very consistently. So they suspected he was cheating. They flew him in, basically gave him like new hardware, new PC, like completely blank slate. And they found that like, oh, he's actually legit. He's actually like consistently timing these inputs frame perfectly.
Wow.
So, yeah.
All right, that's going to be our anti-cheat. So if we suspect you cheating, get ready for a plane ride. I got to see it. No, that's crazy. That's awesome. That's like mental tempo or just like, yeah. Like it's almost like was it like aim training but for scroll, right? Like
yeah.
There's some speedrunners, like some games have pretty similar mechanics, don't they? Like,
yeah.
But I think that's kind of highlighting the issue of scroll. The fact that it caused that much controversy for one of the top players that they thought he was cheating because he's just being really consistent. It's like you kind of have an expectation if like a top player, they're probably going to get like 40 to 50% perfect jumps. Maybe this guy was getting more than that. So they just thought he was like using a script to do that to get those higher percentages.
Yeah.
But at least with this buffer jumping system, it's like the player is actually like timing their jumps if they're. I mean, I don't know. They could they could always cheat, but like if they're cheating, it might be more obvious with the system.
Yeah, I mean, I think we do have to kind of just wait and see what feedback is, and it does. I get the impression that most of the people asking for scroll are asking just for scroll, and like, you know,
That could be the case. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. Like as long as I could play in the style that I want. Like if it's not the main style, that's fine.
Yeah.
And also this is just like a completely new mechanic, new system that hasn't been like thoroughly tested by the wider community. So like I don't know, maybe people decide they like it and there's more support for it.
Yeah.
It's kind of a wait and see kind of thing.
Sure.
But yeah, like we said earlier, you can test out this new game mode on the Steam beta branch. I think lobbies are a little bit messed up, so you might want to disable map lobbies just to avoid some UI issues.
Yeah.
But I think the mode is like fully featured right now. I'm just looking for some feedback.
Yeah, you can always push a tag to that branch and recut the release so that it doesn't conflict with existing main branch lobbies. But yeah, it's no worries either way. It's always good to get feedback beforehand before we push things out. It's also fine to like get it in the game and just iterate. Right now we're in a very good spot to do that. Post 1.0 we won't. I mean, like we'll have to do a lot of experimentation on branches. So that's why we're trying to get people to test out things in branches, because like once we hit 1.0, like times matter and we want to minimize how many intrusive changes we can make.
Right.
So ideally, a lot of these things like establishing the leaderboards for modes and sub modes is figured out before 1.0. So definitely opt in to the stamina B-hop branch and test it out. Please give us feedback. It's good to get it up front. Yeah.
I didn't really talk about the 400 velocity mode. I do kind of have like some open questions about that. Also, this map is so long. I don't know, like it's probably gonna take me another 10 minutes.
It's all good. It's all good.
But I could show off the 400 velocity mode real quick. Actually, the UI doesn't work because it's not linked to leaderboards, so I just have to use the console command.
Okay. Does it work for spec? I don't have to do anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It should work. So like the 400 velocity thing, it's kind of the same, but just with the speed cap.
So
I do have some open questions.
Or is this... Oh, I see.
I'm using buffer jumping, and I might remove buffer jumping from this mode because I know players that like 400 velocity, or they're all playing with scroll.
Do I need to... Oh, okay. The perfs are... Unless you're hitting like really good perfs.
Yeah, no, it's the timing doesn't matter.
Okay.
So I guess the reason why I did that, so with 400 velocity cap, it doesn't matter if you hit a perf or jump one tick late, because if you're strafing and you're at like 450 units and you time your jump one tick late, then you get friction. So like 450 units minus like 30 friction, you're still above 400. So like the fact that you time your jump late doesn't actually lose you speed. You just get capped to 400 regardless. So my thinking was with the buffer jumping, it's kind of the same. Like as long as you're hitting the buffer jump, which is actually a 15 tick window, like you can't just like hold jump indefinitely. You still have to time it.
Yeah.
The same way you have to time your scroll inputs, like physically with your finger. As long as you're like hitting the buffer jumps, it's kind of the same thing. There is a skill involved with scroll where you're trying to scroll so that you're like each notch of your scroll wheel is like hitting an input every other tick. And that is like a difficult skill to master. And this new system kind of overrides that, so you don't have to worry about it. And that's kind of why I have this as an open question. Like, are players okay with that? Are they okay with me like making this mode a little bit easier with buffer jumps, or should I just like stick to scroll for this particular style?
Oh, I see. It is a style. It's a run style for 400.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to like flex low, some of the top runners that like
going
this
over.
particular style.
Yeah, the
And
speedometer I have, by the way, is XYZ. So he's going over 400 because he's jumping up and down.
That's good.
Yeah. I think if I change this to, I actually don't know if I can.
One thing I do like about this mode is that your speed is actually reliable. Like it's not.
Oh wait,
like
no,
with
it is actually.
the one. Sorry.
Maybe you are cheating. Sorry. I thought my speedometer is XYZ, but am I getting your speedometer, which is XYZ? Because it's just XYZ.
It looks normal to me.
Oh, okay. Oh, you
it's
do
fine.
go over 400. Okay. never
Yeah,
mind.
it's
Oh
just
no. When okay, it's when you jump. When you jump, then your speed gets reset to 400.
Oh, I see. So that's air. Okay, yeah, I see
Yeah.
it now. Yeah.
It's not like while you're in the air.
Okay. I was freaking out a little. I didn't know if we had a UI bug there or not.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anyway,
Maybe I could have explained that better.
sorry. Yeah, as you were saying.
What was I saying? Oh, right. So one thing I like about this mode is it makes your speed completely consistent. Unlike the buffer jumping where it's like you hit a 2-tick perf, then you go faster. If you miss it, then you go slower. So like from a routing perspective, this mode with the 400 velocity cap, you can make very consistent routes because you're always going the same speed as long as like the only thing that affects your speed is like how well you're strafing and not your jump timing. So I know a lot of people complain about scroll being inconsistent and not being able to create routes for it. This mode kind of fixes that by like normalizing the speed.
Yeah. To change your mod, by the way, and to join us, I saw the question you had earlier, Gods. We're in a hosted lobby, so this side panel, you can browse lobbies here. You just join my lobby here. It should be public. And then to change the mode, or to get in here, you have to go to Bunny Hop, B-Hop Pharma. So like normal B-Hop, right click it, start map in specific game mode. And that's how you can join this map on that specific mode. And then to change it to 400, it's in this mode dropdown. So right now it's on normal, but yeah, you can change. Or I guess scroll would be. So what's the scroll sub mode? Is that like a different? Oh, that's scroll only. That's if you don't buffer.
Yeah. So
Gotcha.
that if you opt into that style, then it disables the buffer jump input.
Gotcha. And then 400 vel is what Panzer's currently doing. So that
Yeah.
It's in the sidebar. It's in this sidebar on the menu. This is where all the hosted lobbies are. This is like the lobby central. We'll try to make this a little better. It also will have other information on it. Right now it has our credits and stuff, but we're gonna have like stats and milestones and rankings and so on. It'll all be there. We could maybe move some buttons up here too, but we'll see in the future. We'll see what's better UX. But it's all on the side, so side drawer apparently.
I will say the 400 velocity feels a little less sweaty because I'm not concerned about hitting those 2-tick perfs all the time. It's just as long as you hit that 15-tick buffer window, you get a perf. So it's nice. Like you don't have to be as precise with your timing.
Yeah, and I can see sometimes with the HUD bar thing, you sometimes do miss it and you get a little penalized.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna change the HUD for this mode or this style rather.
Yeah.
Or maybe just like hide this bar because it doesn't really apply to this mechanic.
Yeah.
Oops.
Because it's helpful to know if you missed it, but otherwise you're hitting a perf.
If you are using scroll in this mode, I guess it is useful because it shows when you're late.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously that's like suboptimal with the buffer jumps.
Yeah.
And I could also make it so it has like the normal buffer jump mechanic where it's like 2-tick perfs. So it kind of doesn't matter, but I guess at low speeds you'd still have to hit perfs. Otherwise you'd get 1 tick of ground friction. But I don't know. I'll debate it with some really skilled players in the scroll hop community. I think that's all I had to talk about.
Cool. Yeah, no. And definitely give us feedback. We're trying to figure out exactly how this mode and sub modes should go. How the buffer jump system works. So
Scroll has
give it a
been so
shot.
controversial for so long just because of like the cheating issues, inconsistency, and it's like
Yeah.
not being sure which way to go with the mechanics. So
Yeah.
I don't know. We really need some feedback on this.
Yeah. Cool. All right. I guess I'll jump back to our while you play. Start
I'm having
with
a lot of fun with this mode actually.
What was that?
I think I like it better. I think I like 400 Bell better than the main mode. It's just it's less sweaty.
New default.
Or at least it's easier for me to talk while I'm playing because like
Yeah.
trying to get perfs while you're talking is impossible.
Yeah. Some level of consistency there. All right. We'll jump all the way back to Tom's question. Or did Tom, you want to read the
Oh, right, my stupid one. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure, I can read. I can't remember why I asked this, but I think someone asked this the opposite this last stream. I can't talk. What are your least favorite animals? I've not actually given it any thought. I feel like there's not much.
Yeah, there's
Because there's nothing, really
geese.
inherently.
I'll say geese. I fucking hate
Geese?
geese. Yeah, geese.
fair.
Canadian
Geese-
geese.
Yeah, my university, like, my accommodation was like had a great number of geese around, and they were
It's just they shit
very
everywhere.
annoying. They shit everywhere, and they
They're
are
so
just
loud.
stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a similar thing to geese. It's funny. Peacocks.
Oh.
Peacocks are
Interesting.
dumb as hell. Like they are like loads of birds are right. Like,
Yeah.
but peacocks like I've seen peacocks that will bloody their beaks pecking their own reflection. And they get so frantic trying to like peck at like what they think is another peacock. So like the male like peacocks, right, when they're like all horny or whatever, like they are just the stupidest animals. So yeah.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I mean at the end of the day, these are.
Yeah.
It is a bit weird, slagging off any of God's creations, but
Yeah.
yeah, peacocks are dumb as shit.
Oh, quick question for you, Panzer. How will you judge which maps are suitable for scroll? Is this more of a community-based like knowledge, or
I mean,
is there? Can you?
yeah,
compete
Usually that's
it,
like
I
the
guess?
mapper's decision.
Yeah.
Like the mapper made the map for scroll, not auto hop.
Well,
Yes.
it's going to be more of a question of stuff for ports.
Yeah, porters need to know.
I think it
Like
I mean,
what is it?
Those
Bhop
of old
Badges 2 or Benchmark it has like a giant sign saying like don't play this map with auto hop.
Yeah.
right, but no
So,
one cares about that, right? Like auto hop has like very much won the B-hop debate. Like it is by far the most popular mode, and not to speak to its quality, but like it's just objectively like so much more.
Yeah.
Has so many more players and loads of old maps, very much designed for scroll. Like they play okay in auto.
Yeah, and that could be how we decide. Is just how does it play? If it plays like ass or is very, very specifically. Well, first of all, mappers will always be able to set, right? Like, and porters technically, but like mappers in general. Like, if you're making a scroll only map, you can set it on our backend to only be for scroll. Like, it will not even show up for auto if we want to.
I will say most maps.
I
Most maps
wouldn't. I don't think
yeah.
I'd want to allow
Most
that.
maps
Like,
are-
yeah. If some scroll player who's like been around for is just dogmatic and doesn't like auto, like but people want to play it on auto, that seems really silly.
That's true. It is
Or
the
mappers.
balance. We want to respect mappers' wishes. Like, I'm always like kind of more
Yeah,
partial
okay,
to
like
respecting
a
what
new
mappers
map,
want.
like I could
Yeah,
maybe
new-
see.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
like
new
if
map,
it's
yeah.
got a big sign on it that says "Don't play this in auto," like who gives a shit? Like,
Yeah, that might have been more of the wars of auto versus
Yeah.
scroll. But yeah, and that's where we might rely on the community input for maps that were maybe originally like in that debate and then have over time been accustomed to auto, and maybe those are fine with auto. But if a new map comes out and is very specifically being made for scroll, you can set it to that in our backend, to where it's only available on scroll for ranked. And yeah, it's just something that we want to respect, right? Like if mappers really want to make it specifically for that.
well, for one, it would still have a hidden leaderboard. Like
Yeah, that's true. Actually, yeah.
it's just not. There's not a mechanism by which you can not
Prevent
allow
leaderboards. Yeah.
a map to be in a mode. You can make it hidden,
Yeah.
But it still has a leaderboard because
Yeah.
I don't think when we ever designed that system, we ever thought to really, frankly, care about
Yeah.
that. Personally, I find it pretty silly by the sounds of it, and come on now.
Yeah.
Pretty much any map that's made for scroll is also playable on AutoHop. There are a very few exceptions where like maps that have like low ceilings or whatever, and that like because you jump higher in AutoHop, you just like can't clear them, or they're much harder.
But keep in mind, even if it is technically impossible, it still gets a hidden leaderboard.
Yeah.
Like, which is because if someone, it's the same way as if someone wants to beat a surf map in Rocket Jump, like they can. It just goes on a leaderboard that's just not displayed in UI anymore.
Yeah. Does that give you cosmetic XP? I forget. I don't think so, right? Like I think.
So I think it does, but I've not thought about cosmetic XP in ages. To be honest.
That's fine. We gotta we gotta flesh out the system a little more.
That would be broken. It's like especially for climb maps, you just play a climb map in Rocket Jump or whatever, and Rocket Jump to the top.
It's just wall poke up the monolith in the middle. Yeah. Oh my god. So we'll figure that out more. But realistically, hidden leaderboards are just a way for you to beat any map on any other mode if you can complete it. Perfect. It submits a run, but it's not ranked. And from this discussion, it will not give you cosmetic XP, but it will show up on a leaderboard that people can view. So it's a pretty cool way to just kind of be like, oh, like this is a nice challenge. And what's really nice about this is if it's popular enough, we could actually make it a ranked visible leaderboard in the future if that is what the community wants. It's very kind of flexible that way. The main thing we don't want to do is have a ranked leaderboard unranked, because that disappoints a lot of people. But an unranked or a hidden leaderboard converted to public or ranked and like visible, that's absolutely doable, and that's why we did this system. So what about KZ maps that would play well on scroll? It's really just like a lot of these maps are for sure. It's just kind of like what the community would want. So
what about like XC Galaxy?
Yeah.
That super old janky climb map. Where am I supposed to go?
I like that map. Have we got that map? Have we added it?
I don't think so.
Would it be in climb? Or I don't even know.
No.
Let's search for it.
It might be cooked. I don't think I have enough speed to make it across the gap.
400 velocity is kind of screwed.
Yeah, because I can't. Yeah.
It's not feedable. Well, here you go.
Yeah, so not all maps are compatible with this style. But it is like a popular style in CSS, so I did want to support it.
Yeah. So speaking of hidden leaderboards, this will probably be a hidden leaderboard until you beat it. Will we ever get CS2 style KZ? No. It's way too like so just to reiterate, the goal of Momentum isn't to add absolutely every movement possibility. Like people were asking about deadlock training in the previous Q&A, like deadlock movement and stuff. It's not to add every possible movement mechanic out there on Source. It's to find it's to hone and centralize a lot of very like disparate like communities of movement. I know that CS2 has that, but it also has to be unique enough. So we already have CSGO style KZ, which is probably extremely similar.
Well, we don't have vanilla. Like,
oh, true.
That might have been part of the question, but we don't want to do vanilla.
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
So beggars actually is something that we're discussing as a sub mode of KZ. It is more of a gimmick mode right now, but we could always add it as like, just something that
if we did beggars, it would be a new game mode.
Yeah,
right. Like
under
just,
RJ.
but like because we have like game mode and game mode categories, or sometimes we call them game modes and sub modes. It's a bit confusing. But like, if you look at B-Hop right now, you've got CSS and CSS and HL1 B-Hop. Yeah. We'd also be having scroll in some form. What am I saying? Defrag
quad rocket as well under RJ, and that's more of a Quake era mode, but or was it one? It was a TFC, I think. I forget where quad rocket's from. Sorry about that, but quad rocket could be a sub mode. So the idea of sub modes is absolutely something that we want to add, where it would be a little more niche, but we don't. the goal of Momentum isn't to add every type of every mode, if that makes sense. We want to be very particular with what we're adding, so that we're not diluting what people should be competing on.
Yeah.
So
right. And that's one of those.
Yeah, it's very selective. That's all.
That's part of the reason why with like the scroll hop stuff, we do really need to get that right, and not, I'm a little skeptical about having having a scroll mode that has 3 distinct styles that are.
Yeah.
Like, I guess one is like a superset of the other, but like it does risk diluting stuff too much.
Yeah.
So.
And yeah, oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, in terms of vanilla, if that's what feels more like CS2 or just like what people are really, really wanting, we could always look into adding it in the future. It's not impossible, but it is something that we're just trying to ease away from because we don't want to just add everything. Like, we want to make sure that people are playing on maybe the more popular modes for now, and then we look at maybe sub-mode styles like this. We also require dev work for some of this, right? So like we're limited in how much free time we have. We still have core, right? We're not at 1.0, so we still have core work that we're working on. But modes like these can kind of like, the run style system is what enabled us to kind of like see how we're going to add these modes, and then add scroll, because a lot of people were asking for scroll. But yeah, like all of these other sub modes, we can really start to like look into what people are missing the most, if that's how we start adding more modes in the future as well. But to kind of get more core sub modes in place would be nice, and that's what scroll, that's what maybe beggars can come in at a later date too. But we really want to focus on these core features first, and after 1.0, that's like perfect content for us to focus on, is more of these like sub modes. And now that we have the systems in place that can handle sub modes, sub styles, and or like styles for modes as well. And
yeah. The end of the day, it is just game modes and styles. What we call a sub mode is just how we group stuff. Right?
Yeah, exactly. That is more of a UI distinction. That's true.
In fact, I think it's honestly better to just call them game modes and game mode categories, because the important thing is the fact that they are distinct, and like, especially with like incoming UI design work, like when you're playing scroll versus when you're playing CSS bhop, like it will look very different. There won't be any overlap in terms of records. Your points are entirely different. Like,
but the overall movement that you're doing is similar. If you're
it's similar, right. It's just there's effectively one way to think about it is like with game modes, what Nick was calling sub modes, like you can never submit a run in multiple game modes at a time. You can do that with styles. Like with styles, if you do a half sideways run on a that counts towards both half sideways and normal, because a half sideways is kind of a subset of normal, so it qualifies as a normal run as well.
So your fastest run on a map could be a styled map or a styled run as well, if that makes sense. Because normal is just like, it's almost like it should be unrestricted or whatever, right? Like you're at like the styles are more of a restriction of what you're doing, because W only, right? You're only using W, but you're still submitting a run, like, right? Like normal is just kind of like, oh, you could use your other buttons too if you want. But you can't scroll and auto hop at the same time, like, right? Like you gotta very specifically opt in for that.
Yeah.
And then for run styles, you can specifically opt in for that sub style, and like we have the code in place that can lock you to it. So if you specifically lock into like W only or something like that, you can only use W. Like the other buttons on your keyboard will not work, and that can help you ensure that you're going to submit a W only run. But it will also submit as a normal if it's faster than your PB on normal. So it's really cool. It's really I mean, I'm sure servers have this too, but yeah, it's just really cool. It's a really nice like overlap there of like restrictions, but they're styles of gameplay too.
That being said, there is a question of ranked styles, which I still don't fucking understand at all.
Yeah.
How that's gonna work, especially the UI for that, but
we're gonna have to discuss with the community for that one. Yeah.
Doesn't that just mean it doesn't have like a leaderboard for the style? Like you can have a W only leaderboard that has rank points, and whoever's at the top is like the best W only player.
But I absolutely don't want to do a system of like you can have a ranked in one mode but unranked in like W only or something like that, or like if we are having them ranked, there's probably going to be some annoying hoops people have to jump through and like random stuff that like people have to grind, because there's some maps people don't particularly like in W only but are ranked, and because at that point then we genuinely just do have different game modes. Like I think like if you're starting to split up what leaderboards are available and stuff, like like I feel like there's probably going to have to be some compromise with ranked styles. And part of it is just like map submission handling stuff becomes unbelievably complicated if you start having to like think about ranked versus. Anyway, whatever. I'm being a cynic, but
I could change first. There was some questions about like backwards in surf and also like low gravity not being ranked.
Yeah.
Well, that would be if the overall style is ranked or not, which I guess could be a thing. But
somebody's asking like cocaine.
Alright.
But when it comes to like, yeah, we don't have the resources to do like super granular stuff of like styles getting their own tags and ranked or unranked or stuff like that. Like, there's also a reason to try to avoid having game modes that have multiple styles that are like of equal significance. Like a mode really should have one main normal thing.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, you're inevitably just going to have stuff where you can't distinguish the two. So like if the two of like are of equal popularity and stuff, then they should probably be different game modes. And if that's going to clog up the maps, like the game mode pool too much and split stuff up too much, then we probably shouldn't have one of them anyway. But that's kind of my concern with Scroll, and I think somewhat with stuff like Vintage and Defrag and stuff, where it does clutter stuff quite a lot. I mean, and again, that goes back to what Nick was saying real quick, just like about how we're not trying to add every mode under the sun. We are trying to add the ones that are.
We want to try to centralize competition, right? Like, because otherwise, I mean, it's good to be the best of what you're really, having fun playing, but we aren't a sandbox, right? We're not trying to make a sandbox of movement. We're trying to at least make sure all of the core modes are represented in some way and have very stable communities. And then we can look into experimental like sub mode, or sorry, other game modes related to them. But yeah, it really is just a matter of making sure that we're not polluting or like overcrowding.
Exactly.
You're very welcome for the achievement. By the way, all achievements reset at 1.0 because it's going to be a different app. So I'm glad you guys are enjoying the achievements, though. They're very fun to add.
But also, if that's annoying for you, just use Steam Achievement Manager. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just go through and unlock the stuff that you remember having.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, I don't think I unlocked Meet Your Maker. Wait, Meet Your Maker. It might not work on this unofficial sub mode. It has to be on the ranked mode. Unfortunate. Oh, that's why they recommended Arcane. They wanted Meet Your Maker. That's okay.
Wait,
I just got it now. They didn't want to see you play Arcane just to play Arcane. They wanted the achievement.
Really?
That's funny.
No, I'm watching you play it though. Don't worry. But it's funny. You have to be on the ranked, because the achievements only unlock if you're on like the official ranked version of the map. Right? So, Meet Your Maker. I think if you just join the map on normal bunny hunt, like here, I'll go do that really quick. If I were to just reload this on,
they should be compatible. Scroll and buffer or scroll and regular auto bhop.
Yeah.
Map lobbies are compatible.
Unless it doesn't want to show it. Let me see here. Oh yeah, it still thinks I'm spectating.
Wait, did I disable edge bug fix for this?
Or did I get it? Let me see, actually. I don't know if I got it. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Maybe it's a bug.
I forgot to disable the edge bug fix, so sometimes you just like slide off the edges of the platforms because it's scroll and not auto bhop. It's a little confusing, but basically edge bugs fix, like gets disabled when you're auto hopping. So you like if you're holding down jump, then you don't get an edge bug. But if you're not, if you're like you're just scrolling and you mistime your jump, then you do get an edge bug that's like unwanted. That's easy to fix. Just gotta change one value.
Can we move on? Because we've only actually answered one question so
That is
far,
very
and
true.
It's a stupid one. So,
All right, let's go.
Should we do the roadies one later?
Yeah, we can do connections
We'll do that,
on
like,
stream. We'll do it later. Let's get through.
We'll do that in like 50 minutes. Yeah, let's.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, moving on to Squirrel's question.
So Squirrel asks, is the lag on join thing still happening? Any plans to make the number of people in the map lobby numbers more reliable?
So there's two questions here. So lobby join lag is something that we've known about since 0.10. It's very specifically on Windows. We haven't had, unless there's people on Linux that have reliably felt it to re-explain this issue. Lobby join lag is when you're playing on a map lobby or hosted lobby and somebody joins your game, like joins your map, and it causes a big stutter. So far, what we've seen is that it is hopefully primarily, on Windows. So Windows 11 or Windows, I don't know if it happens on Windows 10 as well, but there is a stutter that happens when people join your map. And that is, not really sure why exactly it's happening. We have debug commands that help profile the game, and people have submitted the reports for that, and there is no, it all points into Steam API just processing the callbacks. We have debug like callbacks, or what is it, markers that tell us where functions are being called and how long they take, and we even added it to all of our callback functions that we have for Steam, and none of them are in that report. And either that's the report being misleading, or our callbacks are fine and it's not actually our callback functions. We do a lot of things on callback when somebody actually does join your lobby, but we again have added the markers that would show us that it's that specific code doing it, and it's not showing up in that report. It is something with the mechanics of Steamworks right now that we can see, and it is very specifically on Windows, like we believe. So if anyone's on Linux, any Linux-based distro, and getting this issue, please let us know. We also have commands. The commands for that, I believe, is vprof. Was it vprof dump spikes? Vprof dump spikes. And then you can change that, I think, to like 10 or something, or maybe 1 or something. I forget the exact command. I think it's 10. But that will, dump out when it happens, because it causes the whole game to lag, and that vprof dump spikes command is listening for that, and then it outputs it to the console, and then you can share that with us. But so far, the things that we've seen have just stopped at Steam API run callbacks. Which is extremely frustrating, because we have markers that should tell us in our callbacks which callback is taking the longest time, but it's not showing up in that report, which means it's somewhere in between Steam API run callbacks and our callback functions being called. So it's somewhere in there, and that's all closed source code that we can't action on. It is all Steamworks API, or lower. It could go into Windows system code, and maybe Valve is doing some arcane shit still in their API. I don't know. But it's something that we could try to report to a Steam API dev. I don't know. It's really frustrating. So we're going to look into maybe reproducing it, but I can't debug it because I'm on Linux, because it never happens to me. Like, you've seen my game. We would have absolutely seen it by now. People are joining and leaving these lobbies all the time. So it's not happening on Linux or on my machine, which is really frustrating. I do have kind of a beefcake machine. I'm not gonna lie, I'm on the 9950 X3D and DDR5 RAM and everything. So I'm not really sure if it's my hardware just fucking powering through it, or if it's specifically an OS issue. Yeah, I know, I'm rich. I have some DDR5 RAM, but anyway, I mean, the kit wasn't that expensive when I bought it. Good investment, though. Walter has joined us for the annual Walter in the stream. Hello, bub. But yeah, so it's still happening. We're not sure why. We can try to reach out to a Steam API dev, but they're very limited if we don't have a reliable way to reproduce it. We don't have... I mean, we could tell them to play our game on a Windows machine, and like, we aren't buddy with Steam API devs, so we can't like coordinate with them on how to reproduce it. But it's seemingly very reliable, at least on Windows. And the thing that we can recommend is people try Linux, because we have a native Linux build, so it should work flawlessly. I mean, that's what you're seeing on my stream. It works very well. We have multiple devs on Linux as well. So it's very much going to be a supported platform, but we don't know why it's happening only on Windows if that's the case. And if that is the reason, if it's Windows and some weird API that they use only on Windows. Anyway, it is still happening. And then I believe the problem of joining a lobby with a ton of people in it, where you cannot connect to, it seems to be 8 to like 10 people. There's some hidden rate limit or something that causes, there's some hidden rate limit that causes connections to just straight up fail. That just does not actually establish the new connection, which means if you join a lobby with like a bunch of people in it, you won't be able to see them physically. I don't know if that's still an issue, because unfortunately, it's hard to get into a lobby with a lot of people right now because people are probably waiting or just not all on at the same time. We have some stuff. There's actually a future question that we'll talk about for kind of helping centralize people on specific maps. So maybe we'll have a way in the future to get a reliable massive lobby, but it is something that we should reach out to the community and help debug more. For that, I believe the solution to that is going to be staggering the connections. So not doing an immediate, hey, connect to everybody thing that we currently do right now, but rather maybe sending out one by one, and then you only connect to somebody that's trying to connect to you, if that makes sense. And you only try to send something out if you initially join a lobby, if that makes sense. So yeah, there's some staggering that we might have to do there. Yeah, bitrate is probably getting absolutely crushed. Sorry about that, guys. I am on CPU encoding, but yeah, these sections are always rough for it. Anyway, yeah, it's frustrating. These lobby issues have been a problem since 0.10.0. I've tried a lot of different fixes. There's not a lot more that we can do that we can really help simulate if it especially is just Steamworks on specific Windows installs or specific hardware. This wasn't really an issue with our old multiplayer, but our old multiplayer wasn't doing as much as we were, and I don't know if it's specifically something that we're doing. There's also a crash when you are in a lobby like this. If I were to hit escape and leave the lobby and immediately quit the game, it crashes. Because for some reason, even though we're calling close session with user on every user in your lobby, it's keeping connections open. So I don't know why that's happening either. It's really frustrating. There's a lot of things like that we're just... We just need to debug more. Why are connections staying open, even though we explicitly tell all of these connections to close? Are we accidentally sending more information after we do that? Who knows? So there's a lot of debugging that needs to happen there, and it just requires people to be online to help out, and that's hard to do sometimes because the only time I have to develop is at like 1 a.m. PST or PDT or whatever. But who knows who all is online for that? But anyway.
I just got some random lag spike. What the fuck?
Nice. It's probably the join lag.
I didn't see anybody join.
That is really funny. I got the join lag the first time I've had it today, as you said, join lag.
Nice.
That was quite something.
You have to opt into the Stamina Bunny Hop branch on Steam, and then you can right-click Arcane in the bhop list. So it's a feature beta branch. And then you search for a map in the bhop leaderboards, right-click, start map in specific game mode for now. We'll officially add the game mode and rank all of these maps or unranked or whatever, all of these maps in some capacity in the future. But yeah, so sorry about venting for this. It is still happening. It is very hard to debug some of these issues. I do want to like actually dedicate a day to like looking into these issues more, because a lot of the fixes I was trying was just reading a ton about the like Steamworks API and just trying to, you know, call different things at different times, and yeah, it still happens in some capacity. So yeah, we are just, it's a slow process, but we're looking into fixing these because yeah, obviously other games are able to do peer-to-peer connections and not have these issues. So there might be some capacity of, or some blame on what our code is doing. But we aren't really doing that much. Like, we're not going crazy with like sending out packets or whatever. Like we do a very simple connection based flow of like, you connect to somebody, you get added as like a net peer, and then once you're established as a net peer, it starts to network this data that you're seeing as you spectate somebody, or just their third person, this, you know, their player model moving around. So like, anyway, is there, and then we talked about this a little bit before, but any plans to make the number of people in the map lobby more reliable? That is coming with WebSockets. WebSockets can help us kind of keep track of sessions and map lobbies on the back end, and then very easily query that when you're in the map selector. You can get that information
just one of those,
alongside the map.
The more you use like some specific Steam API, like it just seems to be like inevitable that at some point you give up just using that API alone and start doing your own backend. Like I've done it on other projects. Like it's just, you know, the API that Steam provides for fetching lobby lists and stuff is just too limited. You can only fetch 50 at a time. The filtration on it's pretty good, but there's also like storing other data on those lobbies is really annoying.
Yeah.
And it's just going to be easier if we have it on our backend.
Also, quick question. Other people joining this lobby, are you guys unlocking the Meet Your Maker achievement? Is my shit just bugged? I don't know if I've unlocked it or not. I'm curious if the... Oh, wait. No, this branch isn't on... Okay. This branch is on your branch, right? You didn't rebase off of Mom Fix It or Miss Fixes, right?
Oh, yeah, no, it doesn't have that.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's
sorry.
why. Okay, I was wondering why. It should have done it if people join or whatever. It goes through all the lobby members and whatever. Okay, sorry, figured that out. But yeah, yeah, what Tom was saying of like, yeah, there's just like the Steamworks APIs are great to a certain extent, and then it feels impossible to make them better because.
Oh, I mean, they're not that great. Like. I don't know, they're limited. Like, the thing that's really good for Steam is game networking sockets, because it's Valve putting a shitload of money into hardware that we couldn't afford to do ourselves.
True. Yeah.
That's great. But the actual, like, API for it, it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's not amazing. And just, like, limited to the point where we just want to do our own shit.
Yeah. Oh, that was close.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, and it's again, Steamworks APIs are great for authentication, right? We're using your Steam account to authenticate with our backend. Perfect. Like that's
nice.
never been an issue, except for I guess the update that they did, but we just had to update a dependency on our end. It wasn't a problem. Yeah. And they were fixing an issue, I think. So it was whatever. But like Steam HTTP is good for simple web requests, but we want to do a little more complex web requests. Steam Workshop is really great, but not yeah. It's like it doesn't have the features we need for kind of like the different style or statuses for all of the maps, and like it's like, you know, if someone submits a map and then updates it in the future, that breaks ranked leaderboards. So like there's stuff like that where it's just like it's really nice in theory if we could just be a really simple game. Or just use the simple aspect of these features, but we have such a specific need that we just have to do a lot of this stuff ourselves, which sucks, but that's just how it is. And on the other end, we can't really expect them to cater to our specific needs. But for example, lobbies don't have a way for the host to kick one of the lobby members.
Well,
what the fuck?
Just...
the web
and it's actually...
one does, but like
no,
So
And it is, you essentially have to do kicking by, like, if someone's got, like, some hacked client, you can't kick them.
yeah,
Like, the way you have to kick someone is you send them a
you
lobby
tell them to
message that
leave.
says, you were kicked, and then their client will leave.
Yeah.
But, yeah. I mean, you say that, like, we can't expect Valve to do everything, but, like, honestly, Steam's APIs are, like, relatively crappy a lot of the time. Like, they spend a shitload on hardware, fine, but, like,
There's
there's
some
not
that
that
are
much new
amazing.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like, compare it to, like, honestly, like, some of Unreal's, like, similar stuff, it just seems a lot better.
I haven't used them. I don't
And
know, but
also, Valve take a 30% cut of most games, and they're rich fat fucks, frankly. And I think they should have better APIs.
I think that it's something that they should have better, at least communication around being able to improve the APIs on my end. Like, I just would love there's like a Steamworks forum. When you submit a game to Steam, you get access to the Steamworks like developer group.
Yeah.
And that's effectively a straight like shot like line to talk to Valve, but I don't think they read that very frequently. I don't know.
Because it's Valve.
So that's what's unfortunate is there's not really, you can open a support ticket if you actually have a bug. Like we've done this before, right? That's how we proved that the Steam playtest feature
We
was
had to do
fun.
4 separate tickets.
And
So yeah,
HTTP
we
was
had this thing
broken,
where
and just there's ways to talk about directly through support tickets, which is, I guess, the way they want us to communicate. But the problem
they're
is,
shite at it, and it takes so much effort to get through to any engineer with that
Yeah.
stuff. You're always going through someone at the front who is trying their best to not pass you on to an engineer because they don't employ very many people and they don't want to have those engineers spend time doing support.
yeah,
So they do the bare minimum. But I mean, you know, Valve's competition are crap. Obviously, it's not a good week for Tim Sweeney. But like, Valve need to take so much more fucking flack for the stuff.
yeah. So we're very vocal about it, but it's like realistically, it's allowing our game, like our game allows people to connect with each other very seamlessly when it works. There are some bugs with it that are very frustrating that seem to either be on their end or just not easily debuggable, or platform specific or whatever. And it's just something that, yeah, with maybe Steam client updates in the future, things get better or they break, or we just have to keep an eye on that. And that's just like, that's really annoying as well. There's no communication around breaking changes. Oh, nice. 20. Oh, almost to the secret. But yeah, so.
All right, I just beat that with scroll only.
Very nice.
But yeah, since it's not connected to the back end, I don't actually submit runs for that.
But yeah, so anyway, sorry for the long rant about this. It's pretty much every single time we have to talk about lobby issues, but it's something on our mind. We have some ideas on how to debug it. I have a lot of toggles I want to start adding around like being able to connect to a lobby but not show each other. So like seeing where exactly the connection is failing or staying open. There's a lot of debugging around that I need to test. And just different like like methods of like connecting. So I want to see if staggering helps maybe connect to 20 plus people. Because if you're in a lobby and people join one by one, it's fine. You can connect to 20 people that way and spectate all of them and everything. Like the connections themselves, once they're established, are fine. It's just the initial lobby join lag and connecting to a lobby that has 20 people already. It doesn't connect to all of them or any. I forget what the exact issue was. I think it was any. And that's like, we're not doing anything crazy. We're just connecting to people through their provided API that they don't have any documentation on connection limits for. So I guess we're going to have to add some. Yeah, anyway.
But by the way, my perfect jump percentage for scroll was like 40%.
Oh, nice.
I think is pretty typical.
Nice, yeah.
For like people that can scroll decently well.
Yeah.
The theoretical best is like 50%, or I mean, if you get lucky, you can get higher. But if you're scrolling perfectly all the time, it should like average to 50%.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So thank you for these questions, Squirrel. Yes, lobby-related issues are something that are very much on our minds, and it's frustrating too because we do also have more work to do that involve lobbies, but also just in general. Like we have big systems that we need to be working on instead. So a lot of these lobbies issues are just in the game and not being like focused on because we have other work that we need to be doing. And lobbies work well enough if they're small enough and or if you're on Linux or whatever, right? Like they work somewhat well. So that's why they're not really prioritized. But we do want to fix these in the future, and it's like some of these are just questionable and we have to really poke around at our code, and then some of these are maybe bugs that we have to submit to Valve and hope they act on them. Will jump stats be added? Yes, but not globally. As in, like, they will not be networked or a leaderboard or anything. It will all be local stats that maybe we can have featured on your profile as a way to kind of show off, but like we don't want to have leaderboards for them. But yes, jump stats will be added for Casey. Okay, cool. Moving on to when Trick be up. Yeah. Oh, this is yeah, the Panzer. You could probably take this question if you want to.
Should we switch branches?
Yeah. We could switch off of Skull. Get my Meet Your Maker achievement.
I mean, I'm not even sure how to answer this question because do we want to like show off what Rio's been working on, or?
We can talk about it. But I think the UX around what we're working on can be we can wait to show it off.
Honestly, like
we're working on it.
I guess we've not been going that long. We have quite a few questions left, and maybe like this will be a bit close to completion next Q&A. But
yeah,
I think next Q&A we'll have this system implemented. So yeah, we're planning on implementing a featured map system. So currently the plan is to have it so you have 3 featured maps for every game mode, and only for the rank tab. So above the map selector, there's going to be like 3 maps that are like featured prominently.
Yeah.
And they're kind of randomly selected right now. That might change.
Yeah,
but right now they're selected based on their tier. So there's going to be like an easy map that gets selected, like a easy/medium difficulty map that gets selected, and then a hard map.
Yeah.
And those maps will rotate once every hour. And again, that's another thing that could change, but that's what we have it configured to currently. So every hour you're going to see 3 maps on top of the map selector at different difficulties, and they're kind of just there to give people an incentive to play in map lobbies together. Because right now people are kind of spread apart. Everybody's in their own little map lobby. But if a map is featured, then most likely there's going to be much more players on those map lobbies. So if you're somebody who likes to be social, you're used to like the KSF experience where there's like I don't know, like 30 plus players playing on a map at the same time. This feature is kind of designed to try to cater more towards that experience. Does anybody else have any thoughts or comments on that? Because there are other things that we have in plan, or other things planned for improving community experience, like race systems and events.
So so featured maps is one of the ways to do it through Game Mode Hub, as well as on the selector. I think is our first implementation. I don't know if we're gonna just shove it but above the like. I feel like it would be a good panel to just have at the bottom, like as a separate panel. Or connected to the map selector, just being like, hey, these are 3 maps that you can select. I feel like it's gonna look way better down there, but for right now, it's
you see Rio's little video clip of it?
I don't know if I watched the video of it. Let me see if I can.
I think it looks nice the way he did it.
Okay.
This is probably not worth discussing in the Q&A, but I don't know, just my opinion.
Yeah, I think we should by next month we'll have a lot more to show anyway. So.
Yeah, we'll show it off. But yeah, it's it's something that will feature it will help centralize a lot of people onto specific maps that rotate through. It's something that's people that are used to playing on servers can enjoy. And then race system as well. So isolation while playing. There was a lot in this question that I cut out because there's something already in the game called hosted lobbies. There's people talking about, oh, what if you want to voice chat across maps or talk across maps? So map lobbies by default, multiplayer is there's a couple of ways to do it, right? So there's not being in a lobby and playing on a map joins a map lobby. It's a map specific lobby. It's to emulate, hey, I joined a server on this map, right? That's kind of the idea there, right? Is that you're playing just with people on just that map. When you leave the map or they leave the map, they leave, right? Like it's just ephemeral to that map and that time. Hosted lobbies, when you come over here to the lobby, it's on the side, which is why it's probably harder for people to realize that you can do this. So we need better UX around this. Maybe we make changes around, maybe like lobby like player icons or something are up here, like how CS:GO or CS2 have it, where it's like, hey, like you're in a lobby, or have more kind of exposed around, hey, you can play with other people. Because right now it's tucked away in here, this tiny little icon right here, right? Like people don't understand that's a lobby. So we just need to get better UX around that. But yeah, hosted lobbies are, you host it and it's as long as you're in the game, right? Like you're in the game, you could go on any map. Anyone can join it if you make them public, or if you make friends only, or invite only, right? Like you can customize it to however you want, right? And that's hosted across the entire game. You can play on any map, chat across maps. You can only spectate if you're on the same map. Obviously, we can't, we're not that magical yet, but yeah, and it's just a way to kind of like have that multiplayer across maps. And I feel like a lot of people just don't host or realize that there are hosted lobbies. So exposing those more would also be a great way to kind of like connect people. And hosted lobbies are really cool because yeah, like because of that cross map communication, and like being able to still like enjoy the game zero ping and still communicate with others. It is still right, like if everybody is in map lobbies and you host a lobby, it's hard to want to pivot to that. So like having more exposure like UX wise around seeing who's playing what, like seeing who's in specific maps would be really cool too. Just a lot more of this data that I feel like that also ties in with Squirrel's question around making it more consistent around seeing who's in lobbies would also help too. Because right now, right, if I refresh this and see like, yeah, okay, there's 2 people in this map lobby, that's correct. But like on like Surf or something, right, like 11 here, if I join Surf Death Star, and it's not actually 11 because people join or leave, or maybe the query for this is including hosted lobbies, right? Maybe these 3 people here are in it and there's 8 people. There's like inconsistencies around it, but we really want to make sure that you can see where people are. And then we'll also have a filter too for like popularity, right? Like how many people are on specific maps too. Yes, the beauty of Momentum is that community is optional because it is like nice to be able to do all this, right? Like to opt in to seeing where people are, being able to join specific featured maps with people, racing with people in lobbies. But on the other hand, if you just want to play a map, right, you don't have to do that. You don't have to join a map lobby. You can opt out. You don't have to join obviously a hosted lobby. You have to actually explicitly join one of those. So it's this dichotomy of like just making sure people are aware of where people are, but having the choice. Do you want to join the map lobbies? Do you want to join a hosted lobby? Making it more visible, so that people are aware that there are other players in the game, with reliability around the information on that, as well as being able to opt out and not have to participate. But specifically for community, right? There's I think another question. Oh yeah, it's I think later on. Yeah, Frylock's question, but there's another question asking about clans and like or guilds. And that's another feature, right? Like there's the community aspect of the game is a layer, right? It's just layers of like there's was it ephemeral multiplayer with map lobbies. There's hosted lobbies, which is as long as you're in the game, you can host a lobby and like have people join or whatever. And then there's dedicated lobbies, which is you just throw this on a Linux box or just host it on your PC, and like that will always show up in game as long as that program's running, right? So that could be in or out of the game, it'll show up. And then on top of all of that, there's clans, which are hosted by us technically, because it's like the idea of joining like a clan to have like, hey, like I'm representing this group, right? Or just like-minded individuals together. So there's like, it's just all like layers upon layers upon layers that we're slowly and surely adding to the game. It's not something that we want to only ship, right? Like, oh, like it's a sneaky, like you have to figure out where multiplayer is. We want to make sure that we're exposing it to everybody so that you're aware of like what clans are and how to join them, and like where hosted lobbies are and how to join them, and like just better UX in general. But that's something that just takes time and a lot of feedback in order to find out. So yeah, we absolutely hear everybody complaining about maybe that lack of community. And we do have plans for community related features. They're just slowly in the works. Featured maps, I'm really excited to get in place. However it'll look, it's still going to be really nice to have a, hey, like these 3 maps which rotate every hour, you guys can hang out on, and there's guaranteed, going to be somebody checking out the map. So likely you'll be able to play with others there. Yeah.
By the way, this isn't set in stone, but we might have like some kind of map nomination system for it.
Yeah.
So if there's like a map that you want to be featured, maybe you can just like right click it in the map selector.
Yeah, and like vote to nominate or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just have some random ideas about it that can make it a little better.
Yeah. So we do have just a lot of stuff like that, and obviously keep giving us feedback what people would like to see, keeping in mind that again, it is not required to be playing in multiplayer, right? There are people that will opt out of all of it, or like it's
I
all
turn it off
optional.
quite a lot.
Yeah,
partly because of fucking dev achievement. It's like
yeah,
every time I'm trying to play it, like it's just something like, whoa, who's the dev?
who's the dev? Yeah,
and then I'll like, if I say it's me, and then get asked 20 questions.
Yeah. So there's some people like Tom that do not want to talk to anyone. No, I'm just kidding.
No,
but again,
I mean,
it's valid. It is completely valid.
I'm in a map lobby right now, and I have been answering some questions, but like,
nice.
But yeah, it can become a little tiresome.
You're gonna add a dev harassment achievement.
Yeah, ask a dev to send 20 chat messages while a dev is in lobby with a question mark in it. Anyway,
no, it's great fun actually being in the map lobbies with like random people, and then they comment on the game and stuff, and everyone's very positive. But yeah. Should we move on then?
Yeah. Yeah, we can.
We're going on to
Joe's question. Yeah.
This one's quite easy. We may speed up a little bit, and we've got to play Connection still.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So Joe asks, do the devs understand how people are speeding up the game and cheating world records currently?
Yes.
Yeah, I think all of them is pretty obvious, right?
Yeah.
We don't really care that much, right? Like we have our plans for AC. They're not 100% set in stone, but we have a kind of minimum that we are gonna have, and all of that stuff is stuff that will be caught trivially. So there's other forms of cheating that are more worrying, but that stuff is more just isn't really of a concern to us. And like we're not surprised that random skiddies are getting involved with momentum stuff, and like it's just so like what we will start removing some of them. I just need to get a pull request in that's currently in review, and I'm just being slow at following up on issues that people brought up. But once that's in, then we can actually delete runs in a sane way and not break the leaderboards. So we will delete a bunch of them, but yeah, it's not a huge concern. People often also ask about when are you going to be able to report runs? And we are going to have a report system definitely for chat messages. If we do have it for runs, most of it probably isn't that helpful, because the kind of stuff that won't be getting flagged by AC is likely to be the stuff that's kind of harder to spot just by watching the replay file yourself. So
yeah,
we'll have to see, but.
I wonder if those checkpoints should be moved. You get a split even though you don't complete the segment.
Oh, yeah, that's an example of a bad split. I think we have that in our zoning guide. It's like it should always be on the platform. Ooh, let's not fall backwards. But yeah, it's AC and reporting is absolutely something coming before 1.0. Yeah. And yes, we do know exactly how people are doing it. It's cool. We have a lot of insight. But yeah, I mean, there's always going to be cheaters, right? It's always a cat and mouse game for the.
Oh, you can skip platforms. That's a good point.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh. All right. Let's move on.
Yeah. DBU, can you make the game moddable like Left 4 Dead 2?
No.
I'm not sure what ways specifically Left 4 Dead 2 is moddable.
Everything, like custom cosmetics and like campaigns and stuff. It's not going to be, again, it's not Gary's mod. It's not, this isn't a sandbox kind of game. This is a very specific platform or like competitive platformer. And so we need to have some integrity or control over how the game plays and looks. We can look into workshop stuff for adding things to the game, but again, we want it to be tasteful. We don't want to be, lawyers breathing down our necks. Yeah, like it's very. Ooh.
Also, like in the sense, okay, if Left 4 Dead 2 you can have custom campaigns and stuff. Like Momentum's like content is maps, and that's all community made, right? That's all custom stuff in that sense. The thing is, we do still put quite big limitations on there. Like we wouldn't want a map that changes like core game physics because that's kind of sacrosanct for us because we don't want we want game modes to kind of have a consistent feel and mechanics. And
isn't this game kind of almost as moddable as Left 4 Dead minus like source mod stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I don't know what you. I mean, if you want to change like client models and stuff, people can do that.
Yeah.
And, do custom view models and stuff, but doing like distributed stuff like Workshop or whatever, yeah. If we were to do unlockable cosmetics, like likely we'll have Steam Workshop for that, but it's like how TF2 works, where you don't subscribe to stuff yourself. It's just a way for people to submit stuff to us for us to add to the game. But yeah,
you can chain the next jump. Yeah, it's very cool. Yeah, the game has always been in a way moddable, right? Like it's always been. Oh my god, you can fall into that pit. I didn't know. Thought there was a crate. There will not be any paid cosmetics. We can't make money directly through the game. So yeah, you will never pay for cosmetics. The way that cosmetics in the game will work is the cosmetic XP system that we'll have is directly tied to gaining units, which is the channel points in our Twitch. And then you can use those units in a store that's in the game to unlock whatever you want. So like you can choose to work towards something. And then the nice thing about that is those are what show up in replays and lobbies so that other people will see it. If you locally modify, which you will always be able to do, you will always be able to locally modify like models and stuff like that. Those won't show up for other people for very obvious reasons. So that is still an avenue if you really just want to have that custom 2004 knife. Like having yeah, if you want to have like a specific model or something, you can absolutely do that. But what it'll do is it'll change the base asset for everybody. And so you'll basically I like the lighting. Are these dynamic lights? That's very cool. I don't know if this is this using clustered? It's like flashing light right there. That's very cool if so.
I don't know if that's PBR.
No. I just mean the lighting, not the material itself. This looks like PBR, or it could be. But the lighting itself, I think, the dynamic lighting, we do have clustered now.
There's only dynamic lights on the com grenades.
Yeah.
Oh, my little guys. Well, they're Vortex's little guys. But...
Yeah. When you throw them, they're yours.
But yeah, profile info for achievements and top 10s and all that is definitely coming. I was kind of showing off a kind of prototype version of that at the start of the stream, actually.
Yeah. Are we still going with the Weasleys as our?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. So yeah, and then that will also be in game. We want to have like when you like hover over or right click or something, we'll have like a player card, so you actually kind of see it in the main menu up here. We want this to be able to be like customizable and like show maybe a badge or two as well. There's going to be things in the future that you can kind of show off like accomplishments that you've done, or if you've competed in maybe like a specific like event or anything like that. Like yeah, we want yeah.
I'm looking forward to the profile badges thing.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, games like StarCraft 2 where you're just like in different leagues or whatever, it feels really satisfying to like go up a league.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've had discussion of that. We need to talk about it more. For one, we need better fucking game mode icons if we're going to do that, which is
we've needed that for
about
like a year. Yeah.
6 years that we've been trying to. And now Trousers become
an
successful
actual
game dev. Who knows when
professional rich game
we'll
dev.
get anything done with that. Right, should we move on?
Yeah. Which, by the way, if you guys have not played Horripilant, is that how you pronounce it? It's Traz's game.
Horripilant?
Horripilant?
It's a weird. There's like an extra I in there.
Yes.
Oh.
Like Horripilant or something. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oh, weird.
Feel free to link it, Glyph. It's awesome. Traz on our team made a game called Horripilant. Sorry, Traz, for butchering the name of this for this free shout out that you're getting. But anyway, it's a really cool game, and you guys should check it out. It's made by one of our team members. Same with Catboy Zoom, if you want to check out that. That's made by Bray and False on our team. Or I guess Bray left the team, but yeah, some of our team members, former or you can very easily chain these. Aww. Thank you, Glip. Okay, thank you, DBU, for this question. Yeah, there's local modding you can always do. Network modding, there will be a cosmetic store in game that you spend your units on to obtain things. We'll probably use the Steam inventory, so you can also show off on your profile if you want to show off specific items. All right, moving on. This one's pretty simple.
Fried up. Sorry. What will come first, races or clans/guilds?
Races.
Races.
A fully fledged race system might come after clans, or we'll see. We'll see how much work we want to do on the race system. Like, the nice thing about racing is that we can make it game wide, so we can actually do cup of the day or something like that, and not impact people's was it ping related gameplay or anything like that. Oh, the adjustable HUD. That's a good question too for Tom.
Yeah, I need to clean up a pull request that I've had open for like 3 months.
Yeah.
And then Nathan wants to work on it. I'm probably not going to work on it anytime soon, but if others want to start on it, then yeah.
I haven't really put much thought into this, but is the clan system going to rely on WebSockets for like a clan chat or something?
I don't even know.
Maybe there's also visible lobbies that lets you do, right? You can be in 2 lobbies at once.
Yeah, we'll figure out.
But I mean, yeah, if we want to do a chat system with WebSockets, we could do that.
Oh yeah, we could use a lobby system. I don't know. I guess we'll think about it.
We'll think about
it. Is it possible that these two things get worked in parallel?
Yeah.
I feel like clans, like, it's definitely a nice social feature, but I don't think it's like as crucial as other stuff.
Yeah. I'd rather get races in personally.
Yeah, I think races, like, even though it's less kind of inherently social, does a lot to just bring people together more, and people can, yeah. But again, yeah, as we just start having like, yeah. I'm so cheeky.
Anyone want me to run a specific map, or should I spec someone in particular?
Play some new defrag maps.
There's
a new map called Poon Fragmentary. That's really fun.
Is it in beta? Or
it's in the beta tab,
yeah. CPM?
Yeah, groups are coming soon, Sonic Killer.
Yeah, groups are coming. Yep. It's part of. There's just a lot of.
Yeah, getting all the UI in for ranking stuff's gonna be interesting, but like, I'll just do some quite basic front end at first, and then jump over to game code when I have more time. But right,
interesting.
Should we move on?
Yeah, we can move on.
Mike Kaiser asks, any ETA for low gravity in Bebop? Are we doing low grav? I think we are, right?
That's the plan.
Yeah.
I told Rody I was going to do it after I added scroll hop.
Okay.
There's your answer. After scroll gets an implementation, which is in testing right now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And then you've answered Salvatore's question already, and it was about scroll styles. So that's it for.
Yeah. Well, we've got connection still. Let me go do that.
Oh, all right, yeah.
I then had one other chat, that I put in voice team, which was Stereo Bucket asked, how much does the in-game map download cost you?
Oh, so we use Cloudflare R2, so that is purely just storage costs and requests. It is purely a cost for actually storing it, and then we get, it's cool. There's requests that are included for free. And what we're going to actually do is move, I think, run storage, because it's more archival storage. We're going to probably move that back over to Backblaze, which is cheaper to just hold, right?
Yeah.
And then we'll have maps be on R2, and then that way it's fast map downloads, and then maybe run downloads take a little bit to. I don't know how fast. I mean, Backblaze with Cloudflare as a cache is actually really simple. It's what we were using for 08 and before, and it worked decently well enough. So yeah, it's not too bad. I think our current R2 cost right now is $6 a month.
Yeah. And the main cost there is the storage of runs, right?
Yeah.
So basically, the big exciting thing with Cloudflare R2 is you don't pay for egress, which is like outgoing bandwidth essentially. So it's free.
So
you
the
just
big
pay
maps
per read or per write, right?
And
so
the storage.
20 reads. Yeah. So so it's very cost effective for anything getting access quite frequently and is very big, which is like BSB files. They're like 10 to 200 megabytes, and they're downloaded frequently. So we don't pay very much for maps at all, I don't think, right? The expensive bit is storage of replays, just because there's loads of them. But yeah, moving that to B2 makes a ton of sense.
By the way, if you don't know how to play defrag, you can play on Vintage, which is basically just bhop.
Yeah, which we might rebrand the bhop mode.
I don't know what we're doing with that, because honestly, like, if we name it bhop, are we gonna have people asking about Rocket Ground Boost in the bhop channel?
Yeah. But I mean, defraggers aren't happy with it being in the defrag category.
Yeah, I don't know what to name it.
Yeah.
I think if it's got weapons in, then it should probably be. But like, people don't play with weapons that much in Vintage, do they? I thought like plasma and stuff is really jank. I think maybe it's just plasma. Maybe other stuff's okay, but.
So microtransaction. Let me just talk about that, because that seems to be a recurring thing. So we have a legal agreement with Valve that we can't make money directly from the game. The game itself, right? We can't sell anything in the game. We can't offer any advantages or any specific things in game. Money related to the game has to be external, which we explicitly got permission to take donations. So very at will, right? Like donations towards the game. That's completely fine with Valve legal. Technically, we could sell access to our backend as like a ranked paid platform. That could be a way to do it, where instead of donating for a game server or a private server or whatever, you would just pay like $5 a month or whatever we do to get ranked leaderboard access. And then we would still have leaderboards, but they would be unranked Steam-based leaderboards. That would just be unofficial, really, like just kind of like a fun way to like, or maybe friends only leaderboard or whatever, right? Like if we look at this very capitalistically, which we're not doing for this game. So like that would technically be allowed. Yeah, we aren't really allowed to offer any incentives in game from donating. It is purely just out of the love for the game and the team. if you do that. So yeah, like we can't offer any like exclusive badges or anything like that. I think if you donate, well, actually, I don't know. Like, I feel like we could have a profile badge because that's website related. Like, you could have a profile badge if you donated, but that's just like it's a very cosmetic thing. I think cosmetic things like that aren't actually in game, but it's more of just like a representation of a I don't know legalese, but anyway, like you know what I mean, where it's just like, oh, like you're technically buying this thing for the website, and then the game is showing something from in the website and not like an in-game item, if that makes sense. So I think that might be allowed, but again, we don't want to push boundaries with Valve. We're completely fine just taking donations. It does keep the servers afloat. I know that there's a lot of people that would like to reward us for our hard work, and donations are a perfect way to do that, because it's no pressure, right? We can in the future have a bar of like how much it costs per month to run the server, and just have that like tracked per month, and that way people can be aware that they're paying to help keep the servers up. And it's not going to be that expensive. I think our current cost right now, all in, is like $60 a month, which is like $6, 44 euro. Oh shit. It's like $50, I think, and then $6 for R2, and then pennies for Backblaze right now. So yeah, it's not really that bad, like monthly. I'll do a more accurate breakdown of the costs when we actually get on like the production hardware that we want to use in the long term, and because right now we don't even know if our current server is going to be like over spec. It really much is actually over spec right now, but in the future we'll have to see how much it is. So yeah, we'll have to get costs, and we're obviously cost optimizing. We're not on public cloud. We're not on, like there's nothing super expensive right now. We still have to get run validation hardware in place, but we have options for that. And yeah, it's realistically just going to be about 100 to 150 per month at worst. I would assume, unless the game absolutely explodes and we have millions of players, which is probably not going to happen. And probably, I mean, being realistic, but it's very affordable. I'm paying out of pocket actually right now, but once we get the finalized costs, I'll switch over to using the donations. But right now the donations go towards team hardware. So it is still, I'm not personally using the donations. It's in a separate account and only used for team related purchases for hardware right now. Or software licenses if we need any, but there's a lot of great free software. Yeah, so just clarifying that. So microtransactions will never be in the game unless something financially absolutely changes to where we get bought out by some big ass company or something, and they do that. But money complicates things. I do like the idea of it being optional paid content that are only cosmetic related things, but we want to have a store in the game. We'll be setting up the framework for a store, but you earn the currency through playing the game only right now, and doing challenges, right? Doing, like getting all of this currency and then just spending it on the things you want, as opposed to loot boxes or random base drops or things like that. And yeah, it's really just a way to accentuate how you look to other players in the game, which, by the way, is technically all toggleable with people hiding view models and like, right, like people can toggle your trail on and off, because we really want accessibility to be a thing, to where if people are really annoyed by specific things, you can just kind of tone it down or turn it off. So just keep all of this in mind, right? Like it's how you look, and sometimes players might not explicitly see the thing that you've chosen as well. So yeah, but yeah, we're very grateful for the support that people have been giving us, whether it be financially or not. Feedback as well is very valuable, so keep that up, please, at the minimum. We need your input on things, but it's also good to know that we're doing the right things and people are happy, because we like to see that too. Again, we're not making this just for us to play. We want people to feel comfortable and play, and represent themselves however they want in game. So yeah, so yeah, just keep that in mind. No, there's no plans for microtransactions or anything. Things would have to drastically change for that to change. As in, like, it costs thousands of dollars a month or something. But even then, we would start to just cap. We would start to limit. We would look at, like, okay, like, you can only submit, certain amount of PBs or some shit, like we would look at like what we would have stats, we would look at like what's happening first and really break it down before it becomes like oh my god, we're like in the hole for hosting this out of our pocket right now. But I'm not worried. I'm not worried about the long-term health or anything about the game because I love this game. I love this project and community, and I want to keep supporting it for as long as possible. So but yeah, if it ever gets too much to bear, we'll very clearly make that known, and we'll switch over to donations and stuff like that too. I mean, it is planned to happen in the future anyway, but yeah, financially, it's so far so good. It is literally like $60 a month, which I'm more than comfortable paying for out of pocket right now. And we will switch over to donations. We'll have a little bar on the main menu so that you guys can see if it's been paid for. Make it more prominent about that. Hey, this is a donation supported backend. Yeah. Cool. Were there any other? Oh, do you want to play connections?
Yeah, let's do connections real quick. Wait, have I got it? Yeah.
Yeah. I can stream here.
Okay. I'll try to avoid like looking at these. Momentum, power, force, acceleration.
Wait, what?
Right.
Oh, the window changed. Let me.
Oh, sorry. Did you not got over it?
I have it. There we go.
I've already got one of them.
You already got one. Force, mass.
Well, actually,
power,
no, maybe not. We got momentum, power, force,
hey,
there's also
momentum.
mass.
What are the odds? Yeah. Rody asked this question like a couple of days ago. We're actually in connections. All right, we're suing the New York Times Games for stealing our copyright. Yeah, no, that's for sure. I'm feeling good. Wait,
what about mass?
Mass, acceleration, and force. Force equals mass times acceleration. So those three are for sure. Yeah. And then momentum is a preservation of that.
Sorry, no, it's right. So
is it momentum or power for this? Force is mass times acceleration. So those three are for sure. Like that is a physics equation. Like that for sure is the same.
Oh, sorry. Force is mass times acceleration. Yeah, and then momentum is
wager units on races. Yeah, that would actually be really cool.
I like that idea.
Yeah, that's really cool. For sure, we could do something like that, facilitated by our backend and like. Yeah. I mean, the entire race system is like you have to submit runs in order to count as like finishing. So if the backend rejects or you cheated or something, then it disqualifies you.
So wait, what is momentum? As in like mathematically, because you get angular momentum and
yeah, power
is related more so to energy, right? Power is.
But if like we're talking purely physical, then momentum is.
Are we doing that? All right.
Yeah. Hey, mechanics. Let's go. Shouts to AP Physics.
Yeah.
Okay, so now power. Illustration, board. Face, picture, illustration, figure.
Sorry, picture,
figure, and face, because it's your figure, or well, no, your overall figure. Picture, illustration, and what was the other one? Figure are all drawings. It's like drawing.
Sorry, picture, illustration.
Picture.
Wait, picture.
Picture in the top right. Figure.
Oh, right. I'm getting confused by those two things.
Face. I don't know. The last one's a guess for sure. Embark, enter, power. No. Picture. No.
Well, there's embark, enter, mount. All kind of doing something. What the fuck is Robert?
Board is to get on. Mount. Board.
Oh
plane,
yeah, okay.
Enter, embark. Yeah, those 4 for sure. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Easy. Step onto as a vehicle. All right.
So this should be fairly. We got illustration.
Yeah, illustration, face, picture, and figure. And that'd be my guess. But then what's picture, plate, power, Robert?
Yeah.
What? Power, plate, pitcher. Oh, is it baseball terms? But what is Robert? Is Robert a baseball player? Walter,
Maybe.
what do you think of these connections, huh? He doesn't.
But
like
I need
them.
a toilet.
He can't read.
So picture plate.
Yeah, because there's a home plate, and then powerful throw. Like it's your power of your throw for a pitcher, and then Robert, I guess, is a pitcher's name. I don't know.
I'm gonna try these.
Yeah.
Okay,
No!
1 away. Okay.
What? All right, maybe Robert. 1 away. Oh man. So face, plate, pitcher, Robert, illustration, figure. Oh man. Illustration, picture, figure. I don't know what the 4th would be if it's not face. Oh man, is it Robert? Wait, Bob?
Yeah, it could be wrong.
Bob Ross, maybe? I don't know.
No.
Figure. Oh man. Figure, illustration.
I need a loo,
picture.
I'm afraid. I'm gonna be. I'll leave it on screen.
All right. Yeah, power is force, but it wasn't part of that. Quantities and mechanics ended up being the one. So pitcher, plate, power. All right, and then what? So if those 3 are grouped, right? You're a powerful throw, pitcher on the place, and then we tried those 4. So if we tried face with illustration, picture, and figure, and that didn't work, then one of those has to flip over. Figure, illustration, picture. Those are all drawings. And then figure, face, picture. No, we tried figure, illustration, face, and picture, and that was off. Walter, what do you think? What do you think, bub? Figure, picture, face, plate. But then there's picture, illustration, power, and Robert. Fucking Robert. What is that one? Oh my god. Robert face, illustration. Picture perfect. What do you think, Walter? Show you guys some Walter. What are your thoughts, Panzer? Have you ever played Connections?
I've seen this game before. I don't think I've tried it.
Yeah, it's just creating. It's a word game, creating groups of 4. It's very fun.
There are 4 words that start with P. But wait, those don't work. We already tried that.
But then that leaves illustration, face, figure, Robert.
We already tried. Yeah, we already tried the other options.
No, we did illustration, face, picture, figure all together.
Yeah.
But that didn't work. So that was the mistake. So then all the P words together would be picture, plate, power, picture.
Yeah. You're right.
Robert was a Robert figure face illustration, maybe. Yeah. We could just, picture, plate, power, picture. What's your favorite map? B-Hop Canals. B-Hop Canals is a solid one. The Half-Life 2 maps ended up being very good to just kind of stitch together. Coast is also a classic. I'm going to switch back over to gameplay so that we're not just staring at the words for too long. We'll get back to this in a sec. But yeah, I do like that. Robert being an illustrationist. So Robert figure face illustration might make sense, and then all the P words together But pitcher, plate, power, picture are all technically baseball terms too. Classics 2 is the best. Interesting. Throwback to the Walter.
I still need to port that map. And I need to, I don't know, who's that person? Losco? I don't know. Somebody else ported Classics 1, and I think we still need to make some adjustments.
Yeah. Yeah, Blashko maybe. The charm of Monster Jam. Very good points. Monster Jam is always an
I gotta
all-time
finish that
classic.
map too. I was working on a bonus that removes all the B-hop platforms, so you're forced to do the climb sections.
Oh yeah, as the climb bonus. Or did you make it a climb version of the map?
I actually rebalanced it so it's like you can play it at 1.6 climb.
Nice. And then if we had the filter game mode, right? We could do that. And
yeah.
Filter the platforms. Welcome
well,
back.
actually,
All right, let me go back to this then. All right, so
it's not necessary.
we chatted with chat. And Panzer thought that pitcher, plate, power, and picture are all P words related to baseball. And then Robert could be the name of an illustrationist. So Robert Figure Face Illustration could be the group. But
yeah.
That's all.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
This, right?
Yeah. Damn. Okay. All right. No.
Yeah, what does that tell us? Because we tried this before, right?
Yeah, we tried those. So maybe Figure is throwing us off.
Figure.
Yeah.
This makes no sense to me.
Yeah. I don't know what the group is then, if it's not that.
Wait, maybe to figure, to face, to picture, to plate.
Yeah, you tried that. You tried that one, and that was a mistake. It was one off though. So
wait, sorry, what was the one we did before?
You did those four that you just selected. So it was illustration, face,
picture?
illustration, face, picture, figure.
Yeah.
And that was one off.
Yeah,
It said one
yeah.
off. So there's
Figure out
one.
which one needs to be swapped.
Yeah. So
Which is
figure,
really
illustration.
weird. Figure is a baseball term? Huh. So do we think it could be this? And it's just Robert for some reason?
That was my other idea.
Yeah.
If figure's a baseball term, then fuck it.
No.
Nope.
Shit. So then that means picture or plate.
Robert.
That means picture or plate goes with illustration, face, and picture. Or illustration, picture, figure, and plate?
Yeah.
Because power doesn't go with that. Power, plate, pitcher, Robert isn't the answer. Power, pitcher, plate. Oh, man.
I hate this. I just want to know the answer now.
Well, will it tell us if we?
Yeah, I feel like it could be some.
You can
weird...
Yeah.
But we've got picture and picture, which are obviously similar, but they're not. So these are
words that rhyme. No. Yeah, or sound the same. No.
Yeah.
You can shuffle them in the bottom left button.
Yeah.
Kind of moves them around, but yeah, I don't. Oh man. Oh, that's so annoying.
So
picture, illustration, figure are all drawings. Like you can draw those.
Yeah.
You can also draw face. We did face before, and it was wrong, but it was one off. So that means we tried plate, right? With this.
Did we?
Which means face, pitcher, power, Robert are the. What's the group for that? Robert is a powerful pitcher who breaks plates. No.
Yeah, what is Robert? So
can't shorten, because Robert could be shortened to Bob, but all these, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so frustrating.
You can do an illustration on a plate, yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
But picture, illustration, and figure are all describing what it is.
Yeah.
Presentation, picture. So pitcher could be the baseball pitcher, or it could be the pitcher of water, right? It's a container. Plate is also
Yeah.
container. But none of the other things are containers, really. Plate and pitcher are like tabletop. Oh, that's true. Someone who pitches an idea. That's true.
So
Picture,
wait, what was the
pitcher.
one that was one off? It was
Oh, fuck. It was
figure,
figure, illustration,
illustration,
picture, and I think
picture,
face.
face. We tried face.
And I think face was the one that's off, but I don't know.
Picture, figure, illustration, plate. Yeah, I think is plate a type of? I guess it is. Yeah, you can have like a
Yeah, the only plate
a
I'm seeing is like a dinner
Okay,
plate, you know?
if it's that, then and
And
then
that means face, pitcher, power, and Robert are the
I
last
mean
ones.
what?
I'm just glad we nailed the momentum one.
Yeah.
Yeah, baseball also
That's
has
on my mind.
plates. Yeah. But
So
the
there's
plate for
something here we know is trying to like lead us on.
yeah.
Power plant.
Power plant. Oh, what about plants? Yeah. Power plant, Robert plant. Face
Robert
plant.
Plant!
Face plant. Fuck. Okay, it's plants. Face plant, power plant, Robert plant.
Yeah. Oh my god, that
Picture
was
plants? Plate
no
plants?
wait. Pitcher plant. A pitcher plant
Pitcher.
is a
Oh, it's in a
thing.
pitcher. Yeah. Yep.
Well, no,
They're
it's like it's a
plants. They're
yeah,
all
I know. It's a
plants. Yeah.
pitcher plants are like these weird guys.
Yeah.
Pitcher
Oh,
plant.
that's
Okay.
cool. Oh, I didn't know that was the name of them. Nice.
Okay.
Wow. Fucking plants, man.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I don't know
that
who
is
the fuck
hard. Yeah.
Robert Plant is.
Oh, so we would have
I was
gotten it
actually
anyway with the plate guess too. With
I was actually meaning to listen to more Robert Plant recently. I was listening to I remember
of Led Zeppelin.
yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Plant still does stuff. Robert Plant's great.
Yeah.
Where's what's that album he did that I've not listened to in forever? Maybe it's not on Spotify. Guess not. There's
Amazing.
is it?
Yeah, good call. Good call
Yeah,
on the
good job.
the
That's a
plants.
tough one.
But I guess we were about to guess plate. So we would have guessed
Wait,
that
so what
last
is
group.
this?
So that would have
Picture,
yeah.
figure, illustration, plate.
And it's just like I guess like
Yeah,
drawings.
okay. Then that's what we were considering this.
Yeah. So we would have submitted that few textbook images.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, that plant one is hard.
Do we want to do Wordle? Just end strong with Wordle.
Wait, where's Wordle?
Oh, today's
Oh, this is
games?
a different thing.
No. It's scroll down maybe. Today's games.
Oh.
There it
What is
is.
this website?
Yeah. Really
I
good.
guess I
UX.
didn't. Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do my
Quest. Oh yeah, what's your starter?
I normally do staff.
Juicer.
I've not played Wordle in ages.
Now we got a T and an A. No S, an R, and an E. Okay.
You know, yeah, that's why I like stir.
Or we could play Surfle X, Y, Z.
Surfle, I don't.
I don't know
I'm not-
enough of the maps. What
This
the
one-
fuck? Oh my god. This looks like Christmas, maybe? I don't know. The wood and the ice. Fucking. Oh my god. Did I just
think
get
it's
this first
Christmas.
try? I don't know if it's Christmas 2 or 3 or whatever.
Uh,
Okay, so that wasn't even close.
This is not a zombie map.
Oh, Surf Me.
Yeah, that's it.
probably. That looks like a TF2 texture.
Wait, are we even close?
What the fuck
What's
is it?
yeah? What? Are we even
Wait,
close
how
to
does this work? Wait, so it tells you if you
Oh, I was thinking
just do
Forbidden
more
2.
stuff as you. Okay. Year release 2001.
Oh, they're
this-
all the same map. It's all the same. You're getting 6 guesses
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
same
yeah,
map. It's
yeah,
different
yeah.
pictures throughout the map.
Could this be Anubis
Oh.
then? Anubis sounds right for the year, roughly. I'm trying Anubis.
2021. Yeah.
Yeah, we got it. Shut
job.
up, you're on a roll. Okay, wait, so back to Wordle. I don't really have the energy to think that much, to be honest. I'm gonna try
Play-Doh? P-L-A-T... P-L-A-T-O?
Plato.
I don't... I just
Fine,
want to
why
see
not?
if the A and T are in the right spot. And if there's an O. Not in the
Not a
word
word
list! Oh, someone doesn't do
He's a
fucking...
guy,
Yeah.
not a word.
Oh, not a... Oh, I see.
He
Not a
came up
thing.
with some words.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, a linkus and shit. Is that right? Let's try this.
Yeah. Okay. Ends with
Okay.
T.
So where's the A going?
Either...
Oh shit! Why did I try that when the A is in the middle of
Oh.
it?
Okay, no N. What about... I was gonna guess plant, but you just did chant.
I
Uh,
want to try one more vowel. So the A.
It either starts with A or A
If
is
it's something
before
that
the
ends in
T.
T, then you'd think it would be maybe
AT.
ending in LT or
Yeah.
So what about like
Let's see. We got Y that we could use as well.
Yeah.
Yacht. Oh wait, no, C and H aren't in it. Damn it.
No.
Wordle is cringe. Yeah. That's why we're doing it.
So oh, I can't be bothered. Like it, I'm sure there is like kind of optimal strategy, like semi-optimal. I don't know. Mavot.
Yeah, NT isn't.
Gamut. Gamut's a good guess, actually. Yeah.
All right, the A is just either it starts with A or ends with AAT.
Okay, so let's say it starts with A.
Yeah.
Ends in T. There's not that much that like.
I was gonna guess adept, but nope. And there's no U, so it's not adult.
Yeah, that's. So what if it is?
It's AFFIT, AFFIT. Oh, adopt. That's true.
Okay, adopt seems like quite a
adopt might
strong. We have a decent chance of getting it after now.
Fuck.
Okay.
Okay.
It's actually quite strange.
What the fuck?
A loft does seem correct, doesn't it? Yeah.
No.
Fuck. Wait, what?
A foot? A foot? What? A-F-O? A foot! A foot! Oh, god
Wait,
damn
wouldn't
it.
it tell us if...
Oh, it's a foot.
Oh, can it be a foot?
No, it can't be a float. The L, there's no L. It's a foot.
Yeah.
It's gotta be a foot.
It's there's nothing
no
else
other
it
word.
could be.
There's no other word. Easy.
Got there in the end.
We did 2 fuse. A feat.
Amazing stuff.
Incredible.
feat.
Incredible. All right, there's your New York. We can make that a recurring segment too. Holy shit. First try. Okay. Where are we at? Oh, we're almost at 3 hours. We could actually just end the stream there. Is there a map that people want to see for the last 15 minutes, or I guess we can just end it here?
I want to get some food.
Yeah, we are pretty hungry. All right, we'll call it there. Is there somebody not streaming Momentum? Let's go, and then let's see, just us. Okay. Well, I guess we can raid. Come to Conk. I want the achievement. What? Which achievement? Is it the grenade achievement or the dev achievement? Because we were playing in the same lobby. Oh, excuse me. Oh, the grenade one, we have to play on a map with a normal grenade. I honestly should probably update the logic to make it work for conk grenades too. It was really annoying to make it work for the other grenade, but I know how to do it, so I can make it work for the conk grenade as well. There was somebody, what were people saying that had a grenade? There was like a bunny hop map that had it, I think. Old school or no? There's a map that has a grenade. Lost World, that's it. Oh, okay. It's in beta. Oh, is that? Yeah, that's gonna work. Where does Lost World give you a grenade?
There's like a Metal Gear Solid section that has a grenade.
Oh. Yes. So, is the time you played in playtest going to reset? Yes. All of the things, all of the things in playtest, because it's a separate app. The only thing that doesn't reset is your profile number, like ID on what is it on our website? Because
It's pretty far into the map.
It's at the end of the map.
And it's not at the end. It's just far into the map.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find it. Basically, you just throw a bunch of grenades into some holes. See if I can find it.
I know, but I won't tell you. Epic.
I found it.
Oh. /go to Panzer. Hey, there it is. All right, if you do /go to Panzer, and then pick up this grenade, and then point it just
Wait, you
right.
only got one? Oh, there we go.
Wait, what? What is that? What is happening here? Is this not able to create a decal?
I guess not.
It's a slash. It's /go to and then the name of the person. So /go to Panzer. There you go. And then grab that and throw it.
I'm going to bed. I'm super tired. Later.
Take it easy. See ya, Tom. Oh, now they work. What the fuck are those then? Does it just not work?
Oh.
Yeah, what? I have no idea. Did you get your achievement? Did it work? Oh, ranked completion. Good luck with that. Yeah, I specified ranked for that. Because yeah, it's very clearly we want you to play like the official maps of the game. So ranked is the subset for that. And it's the main track, no bonuses, just the main track of a ranked map is what that achievement requires. Jumps for 4 hours to get 1 million. Nice. Yeah, Steam achievements are just kind of fun things to try to go for, or progress trackers in the sense of completion. But yeah, they're just kind of fun things. Actual like rewards for doing things will come from the challenges and milestones system that we're going to have in the future. So that's going to be things like complete 100s ranked surf maps and stuff like that, and that'll give you maybe a badge or something cosmetic as well. So there's more tied to that. that uses our backend and not necessarily trusting the Steam client. Because yeah, you can just stand under. Oh man. I don't need the jump timing anymore. There's the jump achievement. You can just stand under a low ceiling and just do plus jump in console, and yeah, it's like whatever, just fun things to try and do. Wait, so do you have to throw the grenade in each of these? Is that what this is?
Yeah.
Oh. That's so cool. All right. Oh, that's too far. God damn. Oh, that counts. Okay, we're good. Oh, you have to land it. Okay. Very cool. Oh, what? How did that not make it? Oh, okay. Does it have to be above the hole? Lame. So close. There we go. Fucking Metal Gear. Oh, shit. Wait, you have a limited time to do it?
Yeah.
Holy shit. All right, that's good to know. This map's crazy. All right. Well, at least I'm a professional grenade thrower from playing Kong. Bling.
I just skipped it.
Oh, okay. Oh, and you can just jump it.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, do you have to... Who's that guy? Oh, those are collectibles. Wait, do you have to... Ah, okay. Gotcha.
These lasers were so fucking terrible on servers.
Yeah, I bet.
Because how fast they move. Like, they'd be like half the platform away from where they actually were.
Oh my god. I love adventure maps. Like, they're my favorite. Putting up. Oh. Oh. Yeah, it's so cool. I mean, I guess you could get spoiled if you watch somebody like bunny hopping it. You can see where they're gonna go, but yeah, it's really cool the way that our multiplayer works. Where yeah, like mine can be hidden, but then I can start to spec like Panzer going, and like if I do that, so watch like Panzer's going, and so oh, let me do that. And so I'll see. Oh wait, does it not network that? I guess these blocks aren't networked. Very interesting. So that's something we gotta fix. That's just an entity that we aren't networking properly. Though I don't know what would be not networked here. Is it just a normal trigger multiple, maybe? That's actually kind of curious.
Like, rush.
Yeah. But ideally, yeah, we network just the state of brushes and things like that. Oh yeah, maybe opacity needs to be... Yeah, maybe like brush opacity or something needs to be networked as well. Wait, what? Oh, okay, yeah, I don't know. So maybe this is a good test bed for fixing some missing network stuff. I guess this is a counterpoint to what I was talking about. It does network you shooting those and those working, but the wall disappearing doesn't network. So I wonder what input or output or something isn't networking there. Anyway, that's it for us. We're gonna go eat. We're all very hungry developers, so yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I don't really have anyone to raid. Is there, I guess, that Russian guy playing CSS. Nobody else streaming streaming Momentum at least. Yeah. Let me see. Do we have someone to raid? If I have anyone on my end? No. Okay. Well, happens. Anyway, I guess what was it? The Otter? You bring people to Otters. Oh, I forget the stream name for it though. Whatever. Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you all in the next Q&A. Is I'm a Noob streaming? Oh, they are. Nice. Okay, yeah. We'll go raid them. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. We're gonna go ahead and raid Manoob. And yeah, catch you all in the next Q&A stream with some cool features to show off. And yeah, until then, join our Discord, ask us questions, hang out with us, see the progress before we show it off. And yeah. All right. Bye-bye.
See ya.